Yo, welcome everyone. Hope everyone is well. We are looking at some VivEUcamp EU scrims very shortly. Straight away, actually getting into the lobby, which is going to make things very smooth for myself.
I'll make your death special.
Yeah, it's been a very busy weekend, but it's nice to end off with some potentially calmer scrims for the tier 2 scene. We are now in the pure coaching stage for VivEUcamp. We've got that for like at least what 3 more weeks in total within the the qualifiers and then finals right at the end. I still actually need to get confirmation actually what we're doing for Saturday. Maybe I'm wrong on the qualifiers, but yeah. Great stuff either way. Alright, so there we go. Getting that load in. Alrighty, game 1. We're looking at normal weather.
Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
Looking at armors on gridlock. Looking at the codex on Magebog potentially as well. And the Soul of the Hunt. Not too far away. Kind of centrally located on Prisma Falls. Decent amount of goodies. Holy, like 3 or 4 teams dropping straight away onto Prisma Falls. Teams have dropped relatively healthily so far. Looks like Apex got the armors for free in this scenario, completely uncontested, and LPN are going to be able to at least grab Shogi, or Shogi, and get the armors. Look over to Magebog actually, in fact. Might be a little bit of fighting happening here. Nice little catch up with a Vortex jump onto Lucas. A couple more LMBs and he does get peppered down completely. Bomb potentially might be the next victim. They've got a big level advantage Voodoo in this scenario. That does allow them to either get the Vault or the Codex or both potentially once they've finished up farming up these frogs. And aside from that, oh, never mind. Prisma Falls, there's also about 2 or 3 teams relatively close to each other. Looks like Dal just getting a little bit of poking on that Saros. And aside from that, things have calmed down again. Everyone just getting that XP whenever possible. Some kind of nice little rotations from Bro, it looks like, in this scenario. And an extra bit of XP, which is always good to see. Look over to Underrock. Looks like Triple got a kill onto Greed at the last second, and now GG have to jump ship completely. Going out, trying to get those LMBs onto Flaxy, maybe some dash resets potentially. We are seeing death as well on the Eva. Finds a little cook as well, manages to back onto one of her teammates. There's the back, so they're going to go for that res on Suicide. Looking over to NNY and GRR. It's a small bit of poking so far. Doesn't look like anything eventful is going to happen just for the moment. They managed to maintain territory and the bomb, which is always good. We are seeing some last-second farming as well from FLF, and maybe 2 or 3 teams potentially converging on each other, depending on how they want to rotate out of this one. And that dancing might have headed to something a little bit more here. Triple sends it quite aggressively onto Matt. Nice little route at the last second by Ryuoji. But NNY are still looking to probably jump ship right at the last second. Welcome back, everyone. And as I flick over to the top right-hand side, we are seeing a couple of teams dancing now. But we need to see if KT can really kind of navigate the situation, you know, carefully. It looks like Crocus has the level 7 along with Mystic as well, so they do have a potential level advantage. But of course, with the armor difference, it makes things a bit rough. Vortex gets a nice little connection, a nice little dash back at the last second, provides a little bit of breathing room there for Vipero. And a couple more LMBs will seal the deal onto Crocus, unfortunately. Yeah, you seem a little bit hesitant on the ulti usage. Hopefully they can get some value at the last second. But they do kill one more member. It's just Kazuma left for KT. Goes through the wind tunnel. And then the wind rings afterwards to get a bit more extra fuel.
An enemy
Apex are looking to just completely finish this one out. And looks like they might be successful here. If the Arcane Railgun... Oh, nicely dodges that one at the last second. Battlegum also unfortunately scuffed. And that is KT outed. Last place. As we flick over to the left-hand side of Vaingrove, we're seeing a couple of teams dancing as well. Looks like DDK have to jump ship onto their own little miniature island. Pretty much the same in XP as well, surprisingly. Hat do have basically, or maybe they're actually going to be fighting for Dominion over for Boo's bonfire. We'll need to see if Mukuni can get the hook in. He actually gets hooked himself and dunked, but returns to dunk at the last second. Hopefully they can even the playing field. Flakes does die at the last second. It is a 1-for-1, but winning. Actually, sends it with an aggressive dash right at the start of the fight. Cat Heist trying to get a couple of dashes in when possible. They already got all 3 members back. The dagger, unfortunately, is dropped, but cannot be actually TP'd to, and it's just ran to last alive now for Hat. Boo coming out on top. We do see LPN as well. Looks like they got the turn to Lucas in the meanwhile.
Enemy Oracle online.
Got the level 7s too, which makes things a little bit smoother and easier. On the left hand side as well, we're looking at Sparta taking down Greed. But I don't know if GG have anything left really in the tank. They're going to be... Oh, that spike. You're going to be waiting for that Arcane Railgun, of course, as it goes through the wall. It makes it a little bit less, you know, kind of predictable. JRF actually gets spiked, though, in the midst of the chaos. A second spike by Flaxy, and now Sparta has to completely jump ship. There's a bit of some sort of anxious movement, it felt like. Holding the glider for fun. That's what we used to call it back in the days. I feel like that saying's kind of, you know, worn away since the spiking changes. We are looking at Hyper Haste up for grabs as well at the same time. Should you see potentially DDK slowly walking over towards? At the same time, NNY might have the same sort of idea as well, so we need to see what they kind of plan. Sparta is chilling in the bush, maybe waiting for that train res, I think, is going to be the option here. Hopefully it doesn't get spotted, though, and hopefully NNY do check this bush. Oh! It goes for the trade res, but NNY just instantly jumping at this one, actually jumps down to the south side. He gets rooted. Oh, and gets spiked at the last second, so that is FLF. Outed shortly afterwards in 11th place. Meanwhile, there's a big scuffle happening on the south side. It looks like the Fusel's have been popped, not too much value, and Dalton is about to get killed by Death. And there's a nice little dash to the left hand side there. Avalanche and Abyss of Reckless also popped by Breves. They get the kill onto triple, making it a 2v2. They got this res stuck as well. Ashka 1 HP gets bullied a little bit for a tiny ground. Arcane Railgun now only missing. That does provide Ashka with a little bit of breathing room to get healing at the last second. Dashes up to the top left hand side. A little bit more poke coming in, but I don't think any more can be really done. Needing combustion state again, but I'm just obviously kind of bait them to be just a touch. But get spiked that last second by another Arcane Railgun and the spike grenade, and that is Ashka, you know, fully dead. Looks like Death is going to be able to hopefully get the res at some point. The train is not too far away, as long as Bro didn't stay on it forever. We do see Death, you know, patiently waiting for that one, hopefully in the bush. Or, no, just waiting in the open, in fact. So this is actually really troublesome, because I believe Rhapsody might be able to see Death, so I'm wondering if she's kind of calling for reinforcements here, potentially. But I don't think they can actually reach the train in time, so they do... That does mean that GRR are going to be able to take that res for free. At the same time, Ranta does take down Flakes, so they've already stuck the res, it looks like. Boo with a nice little second win at the last second, but I don't think they can do too much more in this situation. And, now it is just winning for losers. Hopefully Mukuni is going to get that hook. Oh, unfortunately scuffs the prediction just a touch. Misses the dunk too, surprisingly. It is game 1, so, you know, it's okay to have those some sort of warm-up situations happening with the micro. But Cat Heist is trying to get the centers with the Fusillade. Even with the wings, it isn't enough for winning. And Boo are out in, unfortunately, 10th place. We are looking at True Flight spawning in about 40 seconds. And I believe it's Ardent Songbird, but I could be wrong. Yep, Ardent Songbird. There we go. Just below that, it looks like Bro and Hat having a little mini exchange as well. Hat are up in the armors quite significantly. And in levels too. They've got the level 2 ultis on at least 2 members, Cat Heist and Milkpenny, respectively. Heist getting a nice little bit of poke. The dunk comes in with the clean slug wave. There we go. That's the Milkpenny I like to see. And maybe Ranta can do a little bit more damage or a bit of follow-up chase onto Velati, but Velati has made it out as well. GG are just chilling in Cobras for now, maybe getting their relic purchases in if they were late, or any other purchases that they wanted to buy. And a little bit of trouble brewing on the train tracks. Velati, I think, decided to go for the train res, but was unsuccessful. Actually found dead, and Wilhelm is now trying to go for the res just below that one, which he should be able to do successfully. So from that, things have maybe calmed down a touch. LPN looks like they've forced out GRR. They're going to be able to take the Ardent Songbow 4-3. What's up, man? Dude? Hope you're good, man.
Enemies have captured a soul.
So LPN going for the super slow strategic farm. Got the Soul Stealer pickup, which is an extra boon, of course, and now the Ardent Songbow on top. GRR chilling in the bush, but decided they can't stay there for too much longer.
Oracle is scanning.
We've seen Dow do some aggressive portal play, but actually he takes more damage overall from that portal. Just to the left of that as well, we're seeing NNY trying to apply pressure onto the DDK, but they're holding their ground. Zeph's actually getting killed at the last second. But Salamander getting one kill as well from NNY. Ashka getting the kill onto Lagra.
Let's have a little fun.
Getting those LMBs in whenever possible. Oh, nice little knockback at the last second with the bonus connection. Lamamo has the ulti up now. Dash up to the north side onto Trapper, trying to get those LMB procs. Gets the nice little hook in, but can't do any more, I think, unless the reinforcements come in. Panorama needs to be the ever-present shield that Oath can be. And I think they've successfully, avoided death there, unless Dalta goes for extra more aggressive chase. But they've got to be careful now from NNY, from the left-hand side. They've got to be, playing this one really, really cautiously and slowly now. Just take it down a gear, which I think they've successfully done. On repairs have come in from pretty much all teams as well. So they've pretty much neutralized the fight. It looks like Ashka might be getting caught out here. Second wind. Doesn't get the snipe, unfortunately. And Ashka manages to dash over to solid ground at the last second. Doesn't even take the crown as well. Has enough to buy a crown later on should he need it. But there's another crown below him. Near to Bro as well. Bro now slightly under-leveled. I think have basically the kind of build that they would ideally want. The EMP nade is also popped, getting a nice little armor reduction onto Velati. Hook unfortunately misses by Milkcunny. And an aggressive send-in by Hat now, right now second with the Summon Napalm on top. Wilhelm has managed to take in a decent amount of damage, but it's kind of negated the majority of it at the same time. Reaper also trying to stick the heal just below that. Cat Heist maybe looking to kind of re-avert his lives if possible, but actually decides against it. Reaper is going to be able to stick that one for free. Wilhelm is found dead, but this got the passage is now proccing to maybe get the res, but Lizardo gets to stick at the last second. Lucas is found at the same time by Ranta. Looper taking down Ashko. We knew that he was last alive. Velati has picked up the crown at the same time. We are seeing a few slob pop that doesn't get any value, unfortunately, in Apex. Looking to maybe seal the deal here potentially and do, take out at least one more member of Apex. There's a nice 80 strafing from Heist, but it's not enough. We're looking at Blink spawning in about 10 seconds too, and Velati has somehow maybe made it into Cobra. 45 seconds left, but I'm wondering if GG just want to seal the deal, finish him off. I'm wondering if Lupa has the hook here. Flaxia does have Air Blast too.
A meteor beast has landed.
So, and Hat could also grieve something here potentially. But, as Greed is clearing up shop whenever possible. You're looking at an anomaly as well. Some extra cheese potentially that's been dropped. And at the same time, MTV in a little bit of a troubling situation. Trepper is now the last member alive for MTV. Trying to make his way, maybe circling around with the Skyshock to Cobra. 25 seconds left for Velati as well. It looks like Apex are going to be able to take Blink for free without issue. No one's contesting them. Maybe, if I say that, Zeph goes in for the hook and maybe looks for the steal. But it still has a decent amount of HP left. The Vortex Charm comes in, and who's going to get that ever-important steal? It's still on the ground, and Apex do have basically free dibs. Vipera taking it at the last second. Pick up onto the top side. Looks like Velati is going to be able to bring his team back. There we go. Yeah, Rhapsody's trying to get some poke whenever possible. The Summon Napalm's also dropped as well. Okimogo not getting connection, unfortunately. And Bro now have to make the way up to the north side, but Lucas getting hit as well. Velati also getting spiked the last second. And MTV get their crown pop. Big play by MTV. Really, really big snowball for those guys. Second wind pop as well. Breeze is getting absolutely chunked by all of that damage. Trevor is getting slowly res, but it's not enough. Dowser has to play as long as possible. It is nighttime. If he makes his way into Cobra, it's going to be really troublesome. There goes the to play up to the top left-hand side. And now, how much money has he got? 2k, so he has to definitely go for a Cobra stick. There is a crown on the bottom right-hand side and a fully south side. So there are two other potential options, but they are, of course, out of reach. Yo, what's up, Luca? No? Yo, what's up, Raxa, dude? Looks like a GG, I think, has stuck the res as well. 6 kills at the moment for those guys. 5 for NNY. Drop. Lamamo temporarily split from the team, but can probably hold his own for the moment until that kind of radiation damage evaporates. And a nice little dash through, so LPM they're fully reunited. Just to the right of that, we're looking at Apex as well. Managed to maintain the armors, and then some. And it looks like Dalzo was trying to take the rest of the hat and just holding ground as long as possible. Looks like the repairs are coming in from Dalzo at the last second. No one has Air Blast on hat, but of course they got the KP hook. We had the clock change though, Luca, right? I'm sure they always start at 6. Yeah. Nice little lockway. Abyss Breaker's also popped as well. Couple of NMB sent in by NMY Lizardo. Getting pummeled a little bit by the Viridus Fury. Dashes away from the rain of arrows, but it gets 2-man stunned, or 2-man rooted, should I say. Manages to make it out. So who is it's Ryuoji, of course. There we go. It looks like Hat and DDK potentially looking to fight for Imorius. But Milken is going in with a really aggressive hook. Gets the max range dunk onto Reaper. There we go. And then Cut Heist with the super clean follow-up. Basically does so much damage. That was a really, really clean Fusillade. All he needs to do is just clean up now. Maybe get that final kill onto Lagra, but I think he's maybe just done enough to zone, in fact. And actually get dashes to the right hand side. The Squid actually misses from Zephs, unfortunately. And the Cut Heist is unfortunately found dead. I think Hat were a little bit desynchronized there in terms of their kind of timing, but hopefully they can still at least get 1 kill, or maybe even more. There is that Ranton now trying to fight in the Abyss potentially against Lagra, but Lagra is looking to try and get that stick onto Zephs if possible. Looks like Hat have also just stuck the rest themselves, so they're going to be fine in this scenario. Hello. And on the south side, NMY and Apex, they've been dancing forever, but it looks like NMY have held their ground, and at the last second, Apex have decided to dash up to the north side. Abyss Breaker popped as well by Breves, but I think Apex have managed to stand their own ground as well now, you know, in this kind of new area, this little pocket of space they found. You're just harkening back to the old days, Luca. On the top left-hand side, we do see Flaxy as well. Getting gate kept from Lupa, just temporarily. Apex actually going for a really wide rotate down to the south side as well. And Daldo's getting that free poke in. Tries to hook, but it's unsuccessful. Okemel getting a nice little bit of chunkage. And MTV just keep applying the pressure. DDK really need to make some sort of decision here. Did they have a pad or anything else? Unfortunately, they didn't have anything. And DDK are unfortunately out in 7th place. Oh, I think I saw an air blast play from Flaxy. I saw that movement from LPN. 2 members, they get, you know, absolutely blasted away, but it wasn't enough for a kill. And just to the right of that, it looks like Lupa is just potentially gatekeeping, but NTV actually get the kill onto Lupa at the last second, so Greedy is potentially looking to get the stick in. It is Flaxy and Lamama with Air Blast potentially, and it is a Nard Heart drop as well, so I'm going to need to look for find out where that one is. I'm assuming it's on Apex, but I was actually wrong with that one.
Warning.
There we go. So it's a hat that have the Nard Heart on the south side. Greedy looking to get the stick. I don't think Flaxy can do too much here. There we go. So GG are back as full 3-man. Pad play, and how much money do Apex have? Don't know if they've got a bonfire or anything else, because they really ideally need to get some armor repairs in for Lizardo. MTV also now need to, you know, think about what sort of space they can occupy, who they may have to fight here potentially, and they are sending it aggressively down onto Matt the Third. And unfortunately, because they don't have the oath kind of desynced with Prepper sent it in first. Maybe they actually came out on top, but Ryuji is getting the healings in the last second. Ranter taking down both members, all 3 members. So Apex are outed just in a blink of an eye, as we see on the kill feed. We are looking at just 5 teams left now. Dowser looking to try and get the stick with Flaxy with the dash air blast. Super duper clean onto Dowser, taking down MTV. They are outed 5th place. Jeez Louise. And now there's an abundance of space on the south side for NNY and Hat to play respectively. I think if they, I'm wondering if they had a pad play, because I feel like it would have been a bit safer for the Ghost to take that play instead of just dashing in and using basically all of his momentum straight off the bat. Instead of playing with Z-axis for a bit, it looks like Cat Heist has popped the Fusillade, Ryuji on 1 HP, and LPM now come in from the kind of right-hand side. Cat Heist on super HP, the overhook around has juked both of them, and unfortunately I don't think he's going to be able to get res as well, and that's really, really troublesome, I think. But they are going to be able to stick the res, hopefully, as the nuke comes out. Spike Grenade as well, and EMP Nade. They're throwing everything in their arsenal, it feels like, just to make sure they can stick this one. And I think Milk Honey, wondering how long he's got till that blink cooldown is available, because he's probably going to be able to get a couple of kills here, I feel. Got that gut feeling. At the same time, just above that, Salamander has picked up a crown. 1 minute 15. Can hopefully pull off some magic with this one. Of course, they've got, you know, the Cobra Zone to just kind of stay safe in. EMP Nade did get a successful hit onto, I think, maybe at least 1 or 2 members there. I think Hatter just trying to, you know, just considering their options, where they can go. They've also got the pad. Already expired now, and everyone's been EMP naded now. It feels like on Hat. He also plays. 30 seconds for NNY. They can just like super duper chill here with that issue. And there goes that monster hook I was talking about. But Lupa actually managed to escape surprisingly. Super low HP. And they basically have to just use the res pillar as like a little bit of safe ground. That's all they can do pretty much. And the little cooks are coming out in droves. Rubber raccoons, everything. Everyone's just using everything in their utility. And there goes another second pad play. There goes the crown pop as well for NMY. They're just playing super duper slow again. Second hook attempt by Milk Honey. Unsuccessful onto GG at least. And we've got to hope that Hat have some sort of E-plat or something along those lines. Oh, but he gets hooked. Oh, but he gets cancelled at the last second. Kind of grief. Really unfortunate. GG are just playing on the temporary ground created by Tetra. Milk Honey with the third pad. Fortunately not successful with this hook. It looks like Lamama's been pushed in and out all over the place. Ryoji unfortunately found dead. I think he applied an LMB. There goes the Abyssal Breaker. Lamama dashes down onto the bonfire. Gets knocked into the spike wall nearly there. Nice little hook at the last second by Milk Honey. Pops the slug wave onto Euphoria, but the nice little shock trap drain provides a little bit of space as Cat Heist also dies Panorama. Also found dead straight at the last second. That's the knockaway into zone by Greed onto Euphoria. Last member left of LPN as the Viridius Fury is popped by Salamander trying to get the kill onto Lupa. Unfortunately, Euphoria's down. LPN out in 4th place. Just 3 teams left now. Cat Heist is about to be resed by his team. Trying to, you know, survive again. They've managed to stay alive on this small slither of space forever, it feels like. Now they're looking to dunk Ryoji. Looks like lost 1 member again. The Slugwave gets the nice little decent connection onto Ryoji. Dashes into Lupa, but Lupa actually turns around onto Ranta. So Ryoji's going to survive for a little bit longer, it looks like. But Flaxy gets a nice little LMB at the last second. Crown pick up by Matt. And hopefully he can do something, pull off some magic here. Still got the Abyssal Breaker potentially. And then Milk Honey also, you know, buys a crown as well for himself on that shop at the last second. Hopefully he's got like an E-plat or something, or just gets a spike. Surprisingly, I don't think he can do too much else, but has managed to find a small pocket of space. NMY are back as a full 3-man. I don't know if Matt the Third wants to go in for their Abyssal Breaker or something. Trying to get that cheese spike with a couple of 360 hammers. I think Milk Honey may have bitten off more you can chew here with this opportunity, but unfortunately, or sorry, fortunately, he's got the dash to have enough space to create for himself. Well, I say that, it's not enough. They're just left with 2 teams now, NMY and GG. Like, so the decent size of, you know, Air Blast to kind of screw up Matt the Third. And the second wind is used, but it's just Flaxy that's alive in the blink of an eye. Salamander going absolutely clean with the damage there on that myth. And that is NMY taking game number 1. And how much do they end up with? 11 kills for game 1. Luca, you think everyone's cooking, dude.
Storm tightening.
Whoever's winning and they're cooking, man. That's how it goes. I mean, it's almost like a kill comp, right? Like if Luna gets the root and then you just pop Fury and hit like 2 or 3 shots, you've got them to like 10 HP or even maybe less. Like 10% HP. Right, just going to try the ad real quick, so catch you guys in a sec. And hopefully we'll have game 2 starting very, very shortly afterwards. Alrighty, welcome back everyone. What I actually need to find out is, what all these teams are actually called now. What, these tricodes mean something, surely. They're not just all troll names. Now that they've officially been, all the teams have basically officially been formed. So I need to see if I can ask Courageous if they're, we have the names.
I'll make your death special.
Select.
Another mission. Good.
I'm trying to take it chill on a Sunday, man. So apologies if I'm not talking too much in the intermissions. It's been a pretty long weekend, so. Oh, there we go. I'm just looking at the names real quick, seeing if everything makes sense. Grin Reapers, Little Lambs.
Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
Okay. They call themselves Little Lambs, and then it's not even like Aiden or someone from 3LP coaching them. Oh, we've got Boo, First Line Front, Hat Soup Coop, Meta Slave, Lapuna, Kinetic, Apex Hunters, Drunk Ducks. Disconnected game. What does that mean? Only time will tell. But yeah, you get a bit of feedback there straight off the bat. We are seeing a nice little spike as well on 5 Romance. Vipera already found dead. It looks like there's another chase for the armors. As I flick over to Manacles, we are seeing about 3 or 4 teams also dropping there.
Enemy Oracle online.
But I don't think there's anyone who's actually died yet. It looks like they're making their way potentially down to Cold Front. I'm not too sure yet, as KT and DDK also having their little potential
Abyssal hatchlings
fights
have
here and
spawned.
there, but nothing, fully erupted just yet. GG are taking some goodies in Scav for now. Flakes has died to the world as well, unfortunately.
Enemies have captured a soul.
There's no way. Okay. You're lucky I didn't catch that one. I saw it on the kill feed, but Lizardo at the same time, yeah, taking down one name. So Boo, and now just 2 members. Oh, a nice little hook at the last second by Kazuma. Take it down Ranta, unfortunately. Has the nice little dagger there to the left hand side. Oh, get the Villa connection to actually get 1 kill, 2 kills. Mystic is now last alive for KT.
Enemies have captured a meteor soul.
I'm sure I remember the name Crocus from a long time ago. But I think they're just trying to warm up again or something along those lines, because I feel like you could have survived that one. But it is the way it is, and I think they're getting a fallback in to try and take down that team potentially if they can. And there goes the dunk. Unfortunately, Mystic is likely to be dead very, very shortly, and that is KT unfortunately outed in last place. Apex have picked up the armors. We've seen that many times before with their macro state, which I like. Going to be able to make their way through back into circle with Skyshock. Boo and GG are relatively close to each other as well, so I'm wondering they may start something just above them. Looking at FLF. Greed is circling around. Not sure what he's looking for here. Let's spam this T-Rex to help Apex. Okay, dude. Ooh, GG. I'm not sure if they like really noticed that Boo were kind of to the left of them.
Enemy Oracle online.
But there are 2 Sky Shocks potentially to kind of hopefully get out here. As Lupa hopefully can jump on the back seat, but now Flakes is maybe looking to chase this one out. They do have Greed already in Enshrine, so spam this cat kiss to help Pat. Oh, no. Yeah, if there's any emotes that I'm missing from like 7TV, just let me know if there's something that you think would be good. There's Lucas. And Euphoria actually with the overkill rounds onto Lucas. Nice little dash as well. And a Abyssal Breaker. Super duper clean. 1-for-1 exchange so far. Blatty trying to hold on to that Wisp as long as possible. Is also found dead. It is Wilhelm. Now last alive unless Panorama actually randomly dies at the last second. Don't think that's going to happen. Very, very meaty fight. But Wilhelm has managed to make it out. The zone, the res in the zone is not too far away. Unless they're looking to chase this one. But Ashka's now there. And they're having their little mini fight, it seems, as well at the same time. But Ashka's getting absolutely caught out as LPN. The dunk comes in, triple, trying to get that potential spike or extra damage. Hopefully they can do it in this scenario, but there's a nice little heal at the last second from Panorome. Momo trying to 80 strip as long as possible. Unfortunately, he's got the stacks, gets the dash through. And, oh, actually doesn't. A second nice little clean dash to avoid getting dunked as well, but unfortunately not enough. I think if he had like maybe better armor or something along those lines, he might have been able to win that exchange. Just one of the kind of general shortcomings I feel that dual players just typically have. It's just not even the player, it's just the character, right? Hopefully they make that character somehow more viable in the competitive scene. Yeah, it's great to see Mana. I agree. Because you never know, like one of these names might make it into the tier 1 scene, or a couple even, you know. So it's good to see like see how they've kind of progressed from like infants almost to like fully fledged adults. Now we are looking at teleportation in around 40 seconds alongside Shrapnel Soul as well. And potential dance, but potentially between GRR and Hat, of course, for these mobs. I think both teams are level 7 or level 8 in this scenario, so it's not too bad. And I think Shrapnel Soul might be fought over potentially here between those 2 teams. Apart from that, we're seeing about 3 teams fighting on the outskirts of the circle. LPN just basically got the whole top side for free, it feels like. And Boo and MTV are relatively close to each other. Wondering if something magic's going to happen. As Flake tries a dash aggressive hook in, but unfortunately doesn't get the connection. Remotes now might have an opportunity soon to start getting in, looking for a Vortex Charm Trapper, taking a decent amount of damage at the last second. And, the fight for the Guardian is unfortunately over. But they might be able to hold this narrow corridor for a long time, of course, with Hudson. And the heals on top make it quite easy for them to keep acquiring value. The Spike Grenade comes in, unfortunately not getting too much of a connection. Flakes taking a decent amount of damage. The second win comes in at the last second, and the hook as well. And oh my god, so much damage coming in at the last second. MTV also on super low HP, but how much longer can they sustain? I think Romance has basically used everything in the pocket now, and it looks like there is just one member left now, just winning, trying to hold ground as long as possible as the Arcane Railgun and the RMBs keep connecting, and that is unfortunately Boo outed. 10th place, as we flick over just to the bottom right hand side. Looks like Apex are having their own little mini scuffle against NNY. And looks like they've jump shipped. Apex have managed to maintain the armors. They've picked up a red perk as well. Obviously being the soul. And flick up onto the top left hand side. Oh, massive fight here. It looks like Death actually took down 2 members of LPN, surprisingly. And the back is coming in at the last second. Oh, sorry, yeah, it is a back. There we go. Ashka now gone to death. Like we're taking that Greed at the same time. Milkany getting at least one hit of that slug wave in. Nice little spike at the last second onto Lucas. It is just Velati last alive now. And then Lamamo just manages to get that res on for LPN. Okay, Rail could not get the spike. I like Panorame's reaction there. It's good to see Oath players getting that the shield bashes in properly. As Reaper is last alive for DDK, looking for that train res. Look over to the top left-hand side as well. We're looking at Velati trying to stick the res himself against GRR, but they just basically threw the whole kitchen sink at him. He's now have to dash down to the mini island, just temporarily getting a couple of heals in. We are looking at Magnetic Vacuum and Massive Immunity spawning around 45 seconds as well. Boxer's attempt, but GG is slowly trying to walk over, so Reaper can't stick that one anymore. Just have to circle around. Maybe wait for that next train. It's coming in not too long, as long as he has the patience. I'm surprised though, Lupa didn't want to chase that one to the end of the earth. Flaxy's made it on. Gets a nice little knockaway, but he's actually, you know, paid the life for himself. Actually pops a nice little ultimate instantly with that portal, providing some extra space for himself. Dashes up to the north side. We do see LPN as well, slowly wandering over. Oh, nearly gets the dunk at the last second, but now isn't LPN. Oh, there's nothing he can do. Maybe if he went to the left-hand side, would have had a bit more chance of surviving, but they are unfortunately outed. 9th place. Flick up to the top left-hand side. You see Hats go for a full engage with a Fusillade pop as well. Argos already used as well. And Sinner's Embrace, of course. Ashgar found dead. Death also found dead. We're looking at triple last alive now for GRR. Get down to the south side. Another fight happening. It looks like GG and LPN. Dash backwards by Lamamo. Back onto his team. Nice little dunk by Greed. A little bit of follow-up. I don't know how much more they have left in the tank. The knockback unfortunately misses by Lamamo. And they are down in armors quite significantly now. So need to kind of play that dance quite carefully. You're looking at a drop as well in about 5 seconds. Water Strong getting a nice little 2-man. Flaxy going crazy, but Panorama gets a nice little dash. Shield bash in to kind of negate the majority of that second win, if not all of it. Lamamo now super low HP after the dash up to the north side. I think GG still have a bit more armor repairs or armor economy overall over LPN. Looking up over at Iron Acres, MTD, and NY Hat have all converged. Vacuum is now in the possession of map. And Milkony tried to go for a predictive hook, but unfortunately missed that one. They've obviously revealed their position. GRR get the full res as well, it looks like, with the trim rotate. Pepper actually kills Velati. Lizardo taking that home. Nice little Fusillade pop by Cat High, stagger back. Just managed to survive with a slither of HP, and Rant is getting decent amount of damage onto Breves. Can be even the playing field here, but Trepper just get the kill. So 1-for-1 exchange. But Rant is now temporarily split from the team as Cat Heist is rapidly trying to get res. Is successful. Milkony just now going for the dunk and the slug wave, killing Dowdza, and Cat Heist is dead again, unfortunately. Now it's another second sit on the Wisp attempt. Ranta is now looking back to try and provide some more reinforcements. Trepper now trying to fight for his life now, pretty much. Has to jump ship completely. Flick down to the bottom right hand side as well. GG and LPN. Oh, monstrous hook though. Yeah, but nice little dash shield bash where he gets knocked into a wall. Super duper clean stuff. No, Lupus trying to really force out the earth at the last second. As Apex look at some potential free killings, taking those win rings really aggressively. Euphoria is found dead though, unfortunately. And now Panorama straight afterwards. So Lamamo maybe has to look for either a crown or a hot stick here. Goes for the crown instantly. We do see a nice little spike at the last second. Cat Heist taking down Dowdza, and NY looking for some potential more free pickings whenever they can find them. Trepper unfortunately scuffed jumping onto the train there, but it won't be too long to wait for the next one. GG are now looking down towards that red GA if possible, as Apex have already dropped the bomb, hit the Vortex Charm and Arcane Rogue. Oh no, they missed the Arcane Rogue at the last second. But it is a double bond up. They have the vision. Maybe they look to circle round, back round again after they kill this Guardian. And there goes Lamama with that train stick.
An enemy Oracle is scanning.
There we go. They've got all members back. Pop the ulti, dash down to the right hand side. Cat Heist aggressively looking for that poke, maybe trying to get the kill in if possible. Nice little R&B. A couple of LMBs to follow this one up. Panorama pops the Abyssal Breaker as well. Still our shield, gets a nice little couple of shield bashes in. Nice little air blast as well from Lamamo, just sealed the deal, but Ranta looking to, finish it off LPN if possible. But Panorama is really clean with those shield bashes whenever possible. Finally gets hit by the Abyssal Breaker from the third. Takes the one. Lamamo tries to dash out if possible, but it's not enough, and LPN are unfortunately outed. 7th place. Okay, it looks like Vipera has managed to pick up the red GA as well. And Lizardo, of course, with the Masamune. So Apex are looking super duper strong. They picked up 8 kills so far. They dropped the nuke as well. GG just trying to hold ground for as long as possible. The hook just narrowly misses, unfortunately, by Milkony. Or is it Lupa? Sorry, no, Lupa. Ashka's last alive for GRR. Oh, nice little spike at the last second from Vipero. Second spike, a third spike. GG are completely outed in the blink of an eye. 6th place. Milkony says, I'm not finished yet. I want to keep fishing for hooks whenever possible. These guys are relatively even on armors. They've been pretty brawl heavy, it feels like. Hat with 14 kills so far. Actually beating Apex for the moment. Crown pickup from Ashka. 1 minute 13 left.
Enemy Oracle online.
Does the dash down to the south side. Just a break pop by Breves. But I think they both stabilized against each other. Not too much damage applied in any direction, to be honest. And MTV now dash down to the south side. They've got a long way to go for that because of the zone pull. Are they going for like a two-way? What are they going for? Or just getting some shot buys in, maybe for some armor repairs. Makes sense. Little Cook being dropped as well in the late game for Apex. Seeing a lot of teams do that quite consistently now in the tier 2 scene. Oh, looks like Ryu is like, dashing down to the south side potentially to try and get some preemptive pressure. As long as, they don't get scuffed by the train. Air blast into the zone temporarily. The route unfortunately misses. No one gets hit by either person's LMBs as Matt the Third maybe looks to continue the chase potentially onto Ashka. I'm not too sure. Actually decide against it. They're going to let the crown pop, it looks like. Just play for position instead. Apex now at 9 kills. GRR back as a 4-3 man again. 4 kills. Ranta picks up a crown as well. They've lost Milk Honey, it looks like. MTV with only 5 kills. And NNY only with 2 kills, but I feel like they've been able to hold their ground. They've got a nice position. They've got really nice items and stuff like that. Good XP. Well, slightly under level to be honest compared to MTV. A little bit of oh no, Trepper. He's been scuffed by the portals unfortunately. But actually, Trepper seals the deal and takes down Salamander at the last second. And Matt the Third might be the next victim. Trepper actually takes down Ryuji as well, pretty much isolated. Things were looking like they might have went south there, but they just came back so quickly. The spike grenade, I think, just did a mountain of damage and just absolutely just took out one. Of course, with the summon napalm on top. The nice little portal play as well. Getting an extra bit of poking. We are seeing a boxer's attempt as well to try and pick up Ranta if possible.
Storm's on the move. Stay inside, it's I.
And Ashka tries to jump on the train but can't do that one. And Apex probably have their free pickings here now. They do unfortunately take down GRR. 4th place. We're now looking at 3 teams left. Circunar pulling up to the top left-hand side. And just trying to hold ground as long as possible. But Milk Honey, nearly gets spiked at the last second by the Abyss Breaker. They even drop a nuke. It looks like Apex onto Hat. Hopefully they've got some E-Plus purchased here because space is going to be rapidly running out. There aren't even any islands really that are in zone. Second nuke is dropped. Again on the fresh bomb that they've just placed. A third one! Oh my god. Complete radiation zone. Apex are looking to pick up a one as well at the same time for free. Oh, Ranta, that was a bit fast and loose there, but he managed to not get one shot by the train. But Ferret actually fought out here surprisingly by Dowda. They've got like surround sound poke. Milk Honey actually getting the surprise spike onto MTV. Apex actually get the res off amidst the chaos. And we've seen the Viridustry pop on Bar Rhapsody, but Ranta sending in quite aggressively. Not sure who's going to get the spike though, unfortunately. It looks like Heist might be dead potentially, unless the Milk Honey can body block. Can't do it, unfortunately. It's not enough. Hopefully he doesn't get spiked here, and just to survive. Goes down to the left side. Rhapsody is full dead though. Apex are looking to try and stick the res. Breeze picks up a crown as well. Milk Honey picks up a crown. I guess don't go onto Lizardo back as a 4-3 man. Maybe Breeze can do the same sort of thing here, potentially onto Rhapsody. He's actually sticking his own res now. Milk Honey tries a hook there, but it's unsuccessful. And MTV are back again as a 4-3 man. Nuke drop again. Oh my god, the utilization of consumables is crazy. Dowda does dive to the train. Another res on the north side, it looks like, by MTV for the 3rd time. My god, this, as I mentioned, the consumable used by tier 2 is just crazy stuff. So liberally applied. So hopefully no one dies to the train as it rapidly approaches. Okay, good stuff. And MTV could potentially go over to the right side should they want to. That would force Apex to only be able to go down to the south side. Should they want to do, kind of play the macro like that, because Vipero and Lizardo are both getting poked quite heavily here. Almost, just dropping over and over again. Vortex Charm only gets the 2-man, but it's nicely shielded by Fernandao dashing down to the south side. Cat looking for potential free pickings onto MTV. Useful pop by Cat Heist. Feathers down to the right hand side. Doesn't really have the reinforcements of his team. That's the dunk by Milkcunny at the last second. Ranta trying to provide some reinforcements for Milkcunny at the same time. Reeves does not get spiked or killed. 1 HP though. And Dowser again dashed to the train for the second time now. And Rhapsody. Oh, gets 1 snowman kill. Picking up some of the kind of mechanics and tactics that the Roof had not too long ago in the qualifiers for SNS. Nice little dunk by Milkcunny onto Lizardo. Apex have managed to hold their ground, but now, Milkcunny is found dead. Ranta trying to stick that res. Abyssal Breaker pop by Breves, has to jump off the res at the last second. And Ranta is now getting poked by basically all members of NTV. And this can get a crazy spike for the reset. Now manages to stick back onto the res. I have just enough time to stick it, and Milkcunny's there, able to get the dunk in and the slug wave to do a bit of damage. The shield is now broken. Ranta applying a continuous amount of damage. Milkcunny found dead again now, unfortunately. Ranta now has to jump into Apex, to get the... Oh, doesn't get the crown pop, unfortunately.
Enemies
So Apex is still a
captured a
2-man. Whoa. The orb hits at the last second. Very aggressive dash down, Abyssal Breaker follow up. Really nice chain stun combo there, but Lizardo's managed to hold ground. Really crazy there. Dowser, really nice portal play at the last second, catching off Rhapsody at the last second, and Lizardo is now had to use an E-flat. Nothing left in the chamber, if I'm not mistaken, and that is MTV taking game number 2, ending off with what? 15 kills. Damn.
Killed them off.
Enemies have captured a meteor soul.
Yeah, it happens, dude. Some people just get caught off guard. Or they think they might be safer, like, just dashing into the zone and, like, not taking that, like, taking the zone damage as opposed to the enemy damage, but... Sometimes they can be right, though. It depends. Like, sometimes it's a... Oh, 100%. I agree. I think if they played on the pillar a little bit better, maybe, or their terrain, or maybe they had a jump pad, they could have dashed up to the north side as soon as they saw them kind of coming across. I don't know. Yeah, Eden, for sure. I think I don't know. Some macro plays are still like really crazy, but I do think for sure the micro is improving. I can definitely see it on certain players, and relic usage is improving too. Like not just air blasters either. I mean like other pickups as well. Who do I think right now is the strongest in the lobby? It's probably got to be Apex, just because they qualified from the SNS tourney, right? Like, and I don't feel like they play like scared. They're not like a Jin running the Abyss sort of team. They've actually got hands as well, right? Not only that, who's the other team that's also pretty healthy? I think have potential sometimes, but sometimes they feel a bit disconnected. Sometimes Cat Heist will go in, and the Fuselard is like a coin flip, 50-50. Is he going to do crazy damage, or is it going to be kind of, is he going to kind of whiff completely and really be out of position? I feel like sometimes, especially with Shivs, like you can use the Fuselard just to zone, but then your positioning is still good. But sometimes Cat Heist does it with the zoning, and then is in a really bad position afterwards, and the team can't really reinforce him. The last person I think, or the last team that potentially I've seen some good potential from is MTV. I think they have like good chemistry. Those would be my picks. Oh, Mano, are they all French teams? Hat's not a full French team, is it? Maybe I'm wrong. Shiv very similar to KP on a stage. Just want to put, yeah, exactly. KP the most, but KP's space is kind of wherever his view cone is, if that makes sense, because of his hook and dunk. Like you're always just looking like, oh, that's going to be like the kind of warning space where a Shiv can like dash around like in a kind of like Z motion, like left right left right. MTV's full French. Okay, I got you. I mean, it kind of makes sense, obviously, because we already have like a really big French community in the tier 1 scene. So, of course, just innately, the tier 2 scene will also probably have a decent amount of French players as well. So, game 3 is going to be unstable portals. I'll just try and run an ad real quick, and I'll catch you guys in a sec.
I'll make your death special.
So
Another mission. Good.
All right, welcome back, everyone.
Abyssal hatchlings
Thanks,
incoming.
Kitsu Rain, for the follow as well. Appreciate you. We are heading into game 3, and it's looking like unstable portals, armors on dawn caps. We have Soul of Fortitude and Soul of the Hunt. How are the teams dropping? Yeah, 6 teams dropping. It's kind of pretty widespread, actually. Again, nothing's been contested. A bit of an insight I got from Tsunani when I was doing some observation with him was that at least in the NA scene, a lot of teams fight over or early contest basically, and he said that that's in stark contrast basically to EU, which I could kind of agree with for sure. Because like we tried to play for like at least not die on the first day is a good sign, right? It's weird to kind of see these risk-value propositions coming in between different regions. I don't know. Already found dead though, unfortunately. Hat is me, man. I got you. Rant. Oh, only Rant is French. Okay. So Apex again. They get the armors for free every single time, dude. And because they got the hands, no one could ever contest them.
Enemies have captured a soul.
Yeah, I'm sure I remember Mystic and Crocus from like ages ago. Like this was like so long ago.
Enemies have captured a meteor soul. And warning, storm closing.
But I think they've recently come back because of the tournaments that have been hosted and stuff. Yeah. But they look pretty rusty at the moment. But of course they can start shedding it off right now. So that's like the kind of the optimal practice to get in right now. Try and get things up to par. Yeah, I got you. I mean, how are arena queues, for example, if people wanting to practice their micro? Are arena queues still popping at peak times?
Integrity critical.
Oh, GG gets the dunk in at the last second onto the Hudson Vortex Charm. Actually getting a nice clean 2-man with the... Oh my god, the dunk follow up by Looper. But can they actually seal the deal and kill one? Hopefully no one dies to the laser, Flakes. Oh, takes a little bit of damage right at the last second. But Looper's obviously waiting for that hook cooldown to be available again. There we go. But Greed unfortunately dies for it. They hold the fort pretty successfully. And even though GG had a really, really like clean engage, they have to now jump ship as they've lost a member. That's really, really surprising to see. You're also Clenny as well, dude. So they are popping, but the quality's not good. Yeah, I remember when you could always queue and it would always feel like at least decent. But I've not played arenas for such a long time now. Like even since the graphic redesign they did, I've not even played since then. Yeah, exactly. Bro, they just keep happening. The double dunks. And as I was saying about the regional differences, man, I don't know. You know, is it true that like some people just is it just all preference really at the end of the day? Like there is not like an optimal character apart from like maybe Shiv. Like Shiv is like Z tier, right? And you could maybe argue like sometimes like you can consider Oath not too far off. Saros is also pretty high. Nice dash down the south side. Mystic again tries to get a nice little punch in, but can't really do too much more. The enemies come out from Panorama. Can't do too much else though, unfortunately.
Are spawning soon.
I think I might have a stream delay, unfortunately. I just realised because I was doing an observation yesterday with the stream delay. So I don't know if I can turn it off live. I just have to do it after this game, I guess. Because I'm just realising the chat's like a little bit delayed. I'm thinking, wait, what's going on here? My bad, my bad.
The storm is closing.
Or maybe I don't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't set. No, it was set. It was set externally. Never mind. I don't know then. Mystics needs that level 7 those. LPN look to kind of dash aggressively towards them.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's the thing, right? If one character that most players in the EU would deem is slept on, or I guess from either side, like NA deems like or for a long time have considered Brawl like Omega OP because of the mobility, right? But it's because of like if they sleep on one character, then things just fall. Like they think that like the meta just seems different because of that. Like it's like the character's almost permanently banned because it's never considered.
Like a stone.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Oh, the Mama might be cooked here. Dashing down to the south side. He's dead very, very shortly afterwards. One member left now. Euphoria. Nice little knock away at the last second onto Breves. We do see who is it in this scenario. Lagra also dashing down to the left side. He's managed to dance around the chaos somehow. What is going on there? And unfortunately, LPN are out in last place. Yeah, exactly. It's the whole ecosystem. 100%. Fight's on stopping, it looks like. Vortex Charm not doing too much here. Is just a KP. That's alive now. Looper could hopefully escape in this scenario, but just get spiked again. So that's 3 teams dead. Kind of 1/3 of the way through night 2. Looking to get maybe a dunk down. Gets the nice little clean surgical hook. And then, of course, the damage CC chain comes in and Flakes is insta-gib. They can't have heard the audio cues. They wanted to just finish the box real quick and just quickly jump ship. Hopefully, Kais can do that.
Enemy Oracle online.
But you see a little bit of dancing happening between GRR and NNY as well at the same time. A little bit of Penguin play as well. And 3 teams potentially converging here. MTV, FLF. In the bottom right, it looks like VivEUcamp jump ship as well. They got the res, so they're back as a 4-3. Looking at True Flight and Abyss Specialist spawning in not too long. I can agree, Mana, but it all feels like it's like not fake, but yeah, I'm just trying to understand the reason why. Is it just because of, as you said, the ecosystem, right? Like the whole scene, the whole region will sleep on one character, and that's what causes that, or because surely macro would be identical under idealist circumstances, maybe. Like if you watch like I don't know, peak Korea in League and peak Korea in like another good region for like League, if there even is one, like, or like China, or whatever. Like, how similar or different is it? Like the only person who I feel like would send it would be like 3LP. They don't, but they don't play like, I mean, they don't play like giga aggressive. They're not like suicidally aggressive, but they will play pretty hard in the early game. Like, let's say someone's contesting them on Cold Fang, they will like fight it like out without fear.
Enemies have captured a meteor soul.
Like some other teams, just as soon as they see another team, they just jump ship. LPO is aggressive and LCK slow in position as well in League. In NA, yeah, exactly, Blink. I feel like it feels like sometimes NA, it's like the opportunity cost. They don't consider the, I mean, you could maybe just argue that's like tier 2 scene stuff in general. Like the opportunity cost of going in for a fight is sometimes severe, and that's why you don't fight, right? You just chill and you just do other shit to just either make your position even better or you're standing better, like whatever it is. Like you're low on econ, you start fixing the econ, you're whatever it is that you might need for the late game. Or you're just min-maxing like knowledge information about the map. I don't know, getting the scans in, getting some free picks, like to get the early kill points. Monstrous hook there by Marionette. But Triple manages to survive the chaos for now, and there goes Breeze with the beat, a massive Abyssal Breaker. Hopefully, I don't think that actually Marionette or FLF can maybe make it out. This Giraffe now last alive for FLF as Ranta. Now maybe has to turn around down onto the south side, onto MTV. So much damage with the Spike Grenade and the LMB follow-up. Looking to absolutely consume MTV. Dowser now has to jump ship with the portal as Mokone looks to try and get that final chase in. Already with the Abyss Specialist, of course, making things potentially a bit easier.
Enemies have captured a soul.
Yeah, exactly, Blink. I think I think the way that EU looks at it is like, Oath is like a TTK band-aid, and it makes the game like feel more fun to play. It allows characters to breathe more that typically wouldn't be able to breathe, right? I feel like that's like the big appeal of him, even though, yeah, like mechanically he's not always the funnest character. Sometimes you want a bit of diversity. And that's this is kind of my fear, if in the future... Yeah, exactly, Blink. They play it like Arena, like, oh, let me go 5-0 real quick. And like, this is not even like flame to anyone who's like listening from NA. It's just like my genuine like feeling overall. But I think it's as well because there's such a big skill disparity between like the top 3 teams in NA. I think that's part of the big reason. That's probably one of the biggest reasons, actually, right? Because you have like TOD, BAP, and like maybe 1 or 2 other teams in NA, right?
Meteor beasts have
landed. And they sometimes roster swap quite a lot, right? So that always just skews it just skews everything, because the snowball is so significant from those 3 or 4 teams that once they've snowballed enough, like nothing can like screw over their like poverty, or if they get thirded that much. And of course, like, the other thing is as well, a lot of knowledge is like homogenous to the region. Like, let's say Baruf is going to like coach someone, and it's not even like by purpose, but Baruf may just be coaching people from EU, so all of his knowledge is transferred the way that he potentially plays, even if it's not like a, it's not like, how do you word it? Like, it's intrinsic to his playstyle, but he doesn't even recognize that he plays a certain way, if that makes sense. But then he's imbuing or imprinting some of his playstyle onto other oaths that become like new good players in the scene. But I don't know, but the way I see it as well, at the same time, mechanically, Oath can only do so much. Like, every character can... You play a character, they have, like, a max ceiling. I don't know. Like, I'm just giving Oathen as an example, of course. Like, Baruth can typically extract that value out of the character. And that value is the same. It's not like it's different for a different region.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
That's why it's a bit confusing. That's why I'm a bit like, okay, so why is it different? That's why I came back to that first conclusion. It's just based on preference again, like.
The lava baron will soon
And because
appear.
of like regional quality differences, like the average quality is like worse.
Warning, storm closing.
Rhapsody, 10 seconds left on that crown. Definitely gonna get that pick up. I wonder how it is in Asia, because basically, like, I feel like forever we've typically had like 6 to 8 teams. Like when the lobbies in EU were at their best, we probably had like 8 teams who could come first, and then maybe at its worst we had like maybe 3 to 4. But I think when it's 3 to 4, it's kind of bad. When it's 6, it's like it's kind of okay because things can flip and are a bit more exciting overall. When it's 8, it's obviously really crazy. You know, the like standard deviation between teams is really small. But I feel like in NA, there's like 2 or 3 that are just mountains above everyone else. Then there's like the mid bracket where it's like there are a couple of people who could maybe chase a 3rd or maybe even sneak a 2nd. But the first is typically always going to be like one of 2 teams. I mean, that's why also the tier 2 scenes help for both EU and NA, right? Because it gives those other teams that are, you know, not faring as well a bit of a healthier, more like competitive chance, you know, for their skill bracket.
Storm tightening.
Ooh, nice little bit of survival at the last second. Force Sparta, Ranta getting the kill onto Death as well at the last second. Apex have picked up another crown, 1 minute 15. Hopefully they got a pad or something else to play around here because DDK are just lurking just below them as well. NNY. We are seeing Blink as well on Matt the 3rd. Maybe he goes in for some sort of crazy play. We are seeing a Nald Heart also being dropped. I need to find that one very quickly when I just find out, you know, how this one is going to conclude potentially for Apex. There goes the Nald Heart. CC chains come out, but they actually get the stick. Lizardo's still found dead, but they are back as a full 3-man. Lizardo maybe getting rest here. That win play was crazy. Hopefully they can make it out of this one as a full 3-man. If so, that's insane. But no, they actually went up to the north side. It's Rhapsody last alive again. That was a super clean tornado play, dude, on the Wisp. I think if they just said go left, but they would have had a better chance of surviving. Like going through the corridor for sure was a better chance there. Right, 3rd. Well, he lost his armor there, so now it looks like Rhapsody's in the domain of GRR. Beast of Pop and then a couple of LMBs. Basically nowhere to play, and unfortunately Apex are out in 7th place. Nuke is now dropped by NMY, just buying a little bit of breathing room to get some armor repairs in. Of course, the zone will pull down to the bottom right side because of Nald Heart. Winning, unfortunately, found dead as well. Girard just picking up kills left, right, and center, it feels like, in the late game. Ashko with 7 kills. Other team members don't have any, unfortunately. As in the zone, we do see Romance coming in now. Up to the ulti. Unfortunately, gets spiked, though. So that is Boo outed 6th place.
Enemies have captured a soul.
Oh, there's a big catch out, it looks like. Ashko found dead. Jiron have to chill in the bush and wait super duper patiently. There is a crown on the right hand side. We do see an NMY potentially looking to guard that. They don't have a red key, it seems, as well. Oh, it's a big, actually aggressive in, it looks like. Milk Honey Hat taking down another member death in this scenario. Triple trying to last as long in the abyss as possible, but get completely outed by Hat. They pick up the soul. Perks, they're, you know, absolutely stacked up now. .13 kills for Hat at the moment. NNY with 4. KT with 3. They've managed, you know, they've held their position for a decent amount of time now. They've got good placement points this game. DDK with 6. I need to see if Matt the Third is actually going to get real heavy, crazy value out of the blink. I'm hoping that's the case, but of course he's got to buy this time correctly. Maybe he waits for DDK to get sandwiched in or something along those lines. They've got double air blast as well, double GA. We're seeing a bond pack for KT as well, trying to maybe place it in the new circle. Chunkers are providing ample space for Hat. Continuous dancing. Nice poke though at the last second from Ranta. Going to be able to keep getting this fast resets if he hits multiple targets, of course. A big wide circle round from KT. A nice little punch at the last second by Mystic, but it's not enough. Kazimo also the next victim. It is Crocus last alive now for KT. And how much money do they have? 171. There is a crown though, not too far away. So there goes the pickup. Milken is looking for that hook. Avalanche has popped. The Snowball's blocked that one though.
Enemy Oracle online.
Everyone's just looking at each other. Who's gonna start the fight off? Oh, actually looks for a train rotation around. Goes down to the south side. Unfortunately, gets spiked at the last second. KT is outed. But now looking at just 3 teams. And once that next circle, you know, goes in a specific direction, we need to see, you know, potentially teams maybe have some E-plats to play on the Abyss if they need it. Zef's looking for a little hook against NMY, but it's unsuccessful. Maybe Hat tries some sort of pad play as well. There gets the new circle. I think it might be DDK's game here, potentially. Of course, with having that Saros portal allows some maybe some cheeky poke or cheeky rotations around these walls. They could, you know, potentially go around NNY should they want it, should they have wanted to. There goes the nuke drop. What would have been cool is to see a portal play and then a air blast into the nuke. Yeah, I saw that in the NA tier 2 scene. I think these teams are a little bit more aware of a situation like that potentially.
Storm tightening.
EMP nade. Oh! Crazy value onto NNY. Cut high snag goes in with the chunky Fuselaw play. And NNY are now getting absolutely chunked. One member gets hooked as well. Can't even pop the air blast. And this has just started off everything. A nice little hook dunk slope wave onto Zefs. They get the res back, Raiju back in the game. Maybe found dead very shortly afterwards. That's the knockway at the last second. Raiju found dead again. Had to have to play on the E-plat temporarily. Matt the Third also dead. Salamander last alive now for NNY. And there goes the summon Napalm. Salamander, unfortunately, doesn't have enough in the tank left. Ice pops the Fuselaw, doesn't get too much value, unfortunately. Is jumping on the pad temporarily, trying to get over the building if possible. Unfortunately, Milk Coney is found dead now amidst the chaos. Tries to circle around again. Hopefully doesn't get the out of bounds debuff. Because that absolutely chunks. Lost the armor now again. He's lasting though. Oh, there goes the anywhere but here. Have they seen where it's landing? Oh, I guess hooked at the last second. And that's... Oh, has the dagger back to a case. There's a second chance of living. There goes the portal play. Gets stolen by the portal at the last second. And, he still managed to 80 strafe right into the last second. But DDK do take game number 3 and end off with, what, 12 kills right at the last second. Nice stuff. That was game 3. I should have updated that. My bad.
The storm is
Yeah, also Relic. I mean, he had to try something. He lasted a decent amount of time, all things considered. Alright, so game 4 hopefully is going to get underway very, very soon. Next week we're going to have EU Tier 2, if I'm not mistaken, for SNS, which is going to be great stuff as well. So the majority, if not all of these players, are going to be looking to, you know, work for that cash prize, which is going to be awesome. I'm just going to run a quick break as we do get the lobby ready, so I'll catch you guys in a sec.
I'll make your death special.
Yo, welcome back everyone. So we are, you know, rapidly heading into game 4 now. It's going to be Cross Country Storm. I'm glad, you know, everyone's friends are supporting each other in the tier 2 scene. I've seen so many people chatting, you know, wanted to cheer on like Hats or Apex or, you know, any team that we've seen in the tier 2 scene is really nice. Alrighty. Game number 4.
Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
Almonds on Coldfang. We have Soul of Fortitude and Soul of the Hunt up for grabs, relatively close to each other. And looking at the drop line real quick, it's kind of far away from everything. Coldfang is potentially the thing that's up for grabs the most, but I assume Apex are going to drop there again, as we've seen 100 times before. Relatively safe and standard drop patterns we are seeing at the moment. FLF and who's to the right of them, LPN in this scenario, are close to each other. I'm wondering if they're going to start pathing towards the Soul of Fortitude. And who is it? There we go. It's Apex, but Rhapsody's now on the Celeste. Interesting change up there. So definitely diversifying the hero pool is something you know, really interesting to see. It looks like the Marmot might be able to get the kill into Marionette at the last second. Super clean duel play. Maybe can get a potential second kill. But FLF have, you know, completely split ways now. Definitely increasing their chances of survival as Euphoria is looking to get that chase on if possible on the Ghost. Tries a bit of bush play, but is eventually found out. It gets spiked at the last second, unfortunately. It is just JRAF now last alive for FLF. Flicking over to the right side, we do see potential bit of dancing. DDK had to you know, jump ship against NMY. Uppercut this on Matt the Third already. And aside from that, the game is calmed down again. But
Enemies have
LPN,
captured
did
a
come out
soul.
on top. They're going to be able to take that soul for free without issue. Too big of a level disadvantage for FLF. They can just have to, farm up Wellspring potentially and maybe a couple of mobs and Molten should they want it.
Enemy Oracle online.
GG have picked up armors and droves as well, which is really, really nice. MTV just circling over, maybe trying to get some vision from the UAV. There's Delta getting the scan in. Seeing DDK with the train rotate as well now. Lagros picked up a last bite.
Enemies have captured a meteor soul.
No one on shards at all, completely untouched. GG maybe also looking for their own respective train rotate as well, it looks like. And Hat maybe looking to potentially force out MTV. I'm sure they maybe had some sort of audio cues, but decided to just chill in the bushes, maybe waiting for an ambush. Unfortunately, can't get any value because they've already backed away, so... And as I mentioned, FLF, did eventually go towards Molten, picking up the mobs. Alright, I've got on the back end now. They're on Vanegrove against MTV.
An enemy Oracle is
Milkony gets the absolute max range hook, gets the dunk down, but a nice little shield bash by Breeze, providing an extra bit of breathing room. And Milkony has taken a decent chunk of damage now at the last second, as Dalta tries to get that poke spike potentially onto Ranta, but there's just enough range to not get hit, and it looks like Hat have made it out there. Flicking up to the north side, we do see some potential fighting on the bottom left-hand side as well, as we home. There's a massive amount of damage to Zephs, and the dunk follow-up unfortunately means that Zephs is completely dead. Hopefully Reaper's not the next victim here, doesn't get spiked though, which is a good thing to see. I think he's going to be able to make it out of here, and I think maybe, yep, Lagros sticking the res and then be looking for a back afterwards. I'm not sure if Bro can stop this one in time. They instantly jump ship. There are a couple of ghosts and extra mobs, of course, that have not been formed, as I mentioned before. Hopefully they can continue to stabilize well. It looks like MTV and NMY have got a kill respectively. Trepper getting the second kill there, onto about the third, as we've seen the kill feed. But this fight is still seems to be continuing. It looks like as another dunk by Velati, a couple more LMBs. Lagros found dead again. At the same time, FLF are as well, unfortunately outed. Same with NMY. Velati trying to get the spike onto Zephs if possible. One dash plus an LMB might seal the deal, as Winning tries to run over at least one member. Vulham found dead. Lucas might be dead shortly afterwards. Boom. A nice little celebratory explosion with the Sky Shock on top. Zephs is able to get the back onto Reaper, it looks like. We are looking at Damage Soul spawning in less than 50 seconds. Same as Shrapnel Soul.
Abyssal hatchlings are spawning soon.
GG looking to farm up Guardian as well whenever possible, and any mobs. ET slightly under-leveled, but they should be able to get those levels. There's still loads of mob camps available. Apex seems to have the right idea, I think, just farming up the biomes. Again, they picked up the armor, so of course, they don't have to worry about any sort of early game fighting to, build that up with the scaling armors.
Warning, storm closing.
Apart from Reaper, there's no air blasters as well. Well, Flaxy actually has one, but I think they're just going to be forced out completely as well. I wonder if he's going to go for an early Vortex Charm. Oh, I think if he did it a bit earlier, then kind of preemptively did the LMB, he might be able to catch a cheeky spike there. Again, now trying to play a bit of cat and mouse there, but it was a bit too obvious. I think they hurt the dagger, and they're easily able to capitalize on this one. This should surely be a kill, unless Ashka gets a crazy random spike at the last second. But has managed to take the Wintle and escape, surprisingly. They decided to stop the chase.
An enemy or enemies have captured a soul.
So look at Damage Soul, it's still up for grabs. The APX are now, quite fastly walking up. I believe they're probably seeing that this has been damaged. And now they've got free dibs over it because he unfortunately doesn't have the reinforcements. Maybe tries to go for a cheeky steal, maybe with a summon napalm. It's been knocked away though.
Enemies have captured
And now Zardo does pick that one up. Or sorry, well, Apex does in general, shall I say. Zeph's found dead as well. Lati tries to go for the hook against Greed, but it's unsuccessful. We do see MTV with the kind of wide rotate down to the south side, kind of forcing Hat away just temporarily. Ranta taking a decent amount of poke. Milk with a nice little cheeky hook around. EMP nade from Cat Heist along with a Fusillade pop that gets absolutely, slam dunked, killed instantly, insta-gib. And I have to look for a res. There is obviously the train res or Cobra that they can maybe eventually go to. Flickerman up to the north side, be looking at some potential fighting between GRR and Vu. Flakes goes in for a hook, but is unfortunately not getting that one. There goes the Scissors Embrace. That's the knockaway, but it's anti-healed and absolutely chunked by GRR. Vu now have to completely jump ship. Looking over on the left side, there's a bit of Chaos Brewing as well, it looks like. Was that a crown pop? I'm not sure if it looked like the crown animation, but my bad if I didn't see that one. We're looking at Masamune spawning in around 55 seconds, along with Night Stalker. Romance has been gate kept just temporarily by GG. But they have just reunited at the last second. Maybe Flaxy gets a meteor Vortex Charm here. I'm expecting that to happen quite soon as Boo keep getting pushed away further and further. There goes that Vortex Charm. Chain dunked by Greed. Second win follow-up. And winning might be the next victim very, very shortly. But he's got the wings. A couple more LMBs have peppered in, but everyone's feathering pretty well there. Flake's now last alive for Boo as he's getting absolutely bullied by Greed. The Squid disconnect, gets the dunk, but the island's there at the last second. And it looks like GG allow Flakes to go in towards Cobra.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
Flakes has already used the Squid now, so he's going to be careful of Reaper's Air Blast. Hopefully he doesn't get caught by it. Oh, the hook nearly connected. He has to jump off at the rest of the last second. And then maybe look for another opportunity potentially. I'm wondering if that's going to be the case. Tries a little bit of pad play.
Abyssal
And has made it out. Good stuff. And there's a res just above him, so he should be able to get out with that one. Looks like Death is already found dead as well, so Apex getting another nice little kill there at the last second. To add to the kind of total tally for this scrim block. Mystic also finds Honey. Kazamo getting knocked around like a pinball, it seems. And there goes the Summon Napalm. Aggressive dash down. Ulti pop by Lamamo. Gets an extra little hit onto Mystic at the last second. Mystic has to pop the ulti up to the left-hand side. There's a Crown. Or maybe the Wisp still. But I think they're going for the Wisp finish now. Flakes is found dead to the Abyss, unfortunately. But Boo did come back at least as a two-man. As Ashko is trying to hold his own potentially. I'm not sure if they can last too much longer. 1-for-1 exchange. And that has potentially leveled the playing field. Girard are unfortunately outed. 10th place is Lamamo. Dashed in very, very aggressively. Gets absolutely chain CC'd. Nice little air blast at the last second in the wall. Trying to 80 strafe as long as possible. And that has provided enough space potentially or time for LPN to just get out of town. Reed also kills Lucas, it looks like. Squid play. Dunked by Lupa, sorry. Slug wave. A nice little spike at the last second. It is just Vuholm last alive for Bro. And South side, there's a hook there. Ranta found dead now. And it looks like maybe I'm not sure if Breeze wanted to try Tremor. I'm not too sure what the angle was there. As Lupa's trying to stick the res. Vortex Charm. Flaxy is found dead. Hopefully Lupa can stick this and get out of town. But unfortunately he's a bit too slow on the bullet there. Apex can't chase this one, unfortunately. And Mystic has made his way up to the north side res. Probably looking to stick that one. TV also got their own spike as well. It is just Panorama last alive now. I think Euphoria was dead, as we just saw that spike animation happening. Vuhol maybe looking for a box rest. I'm not too sure, but Cat Heist is still kind of on the island, which makes things really, really troublesome. Rhapsody also finding his kill at the last second. Togum, oh, unfortunately scuffs the second shot. But Crocus is back in the game now. I think they've already lost Kazuma, unfortunately. Vortex Charm, unfortunately, missing. Second win, get the connection. Mystic is there to Crocus. Now having to play the win rings now. Oh, nice little double spike there. Okay, Mel going to hit that second one with the max range pretty much. Some Napalm already popped onto Vuholm. Found dead, unfortunately. Didn't go for the kind of early pop. Really nicely timed skills there. Bro are outed. 9th place. Nice Stalker could pay dividends here. It seems like potentially for Apex. I believe they are in possession of it. We're looking at Beacon rewinding in about 15 seconds. Crocus, trying some sort of insane mission here. It looks like Cat Heist is found caught out. The hat are now just 2 members. There is a rest on the left, on the right hand side. Oh, and that's just disappeared. Maybe a map glitch.
Storm closing.
Why does it disappear like that? So weird. Beast is now on the floor. Up for grabs. I think Apex are wanting to try and force this one out, force them away potentially. Voodoo go for the Guardian for an extra bit of XP whenever possible. I think KT maybe stuck the res again and lost one member again. So KT having a really rough game, but they've only picked up one kill as well. Res attempt for Hack as well. They got it off, but they're stuck in a really hard position now. I spawned dead again instantly afterwards. Unfortunately, Ranta found dead shortly afterwards. Mulkany has, trying to dash away top left-hand side if possible, but Boo looking to gate for this one. LPN also are found dead, so they're now at 7 squads left.
Enemies have captured a soul.
Nice little crown pick up by Mulkany and a bit of evasion. Zone port up to the top right-hand side. Reaper getting caught in by the hook. This is likely to be a kill for KT. Some really clean stuff. Just Lagra last alive. Maybe they can even get another kill in this scenario. Lagra's now been forced down to the south side into the clouds. It is hit by the arcane railgun. Squid dunk. Oh, super clean there right at the last second. The DDK are outed 7th place.
Captured a meteor soul.
Nuke drop as well, negating the bonfire. Rhapsody just gatekeeping Milkhoney infinitely, but he will be in a combustion state in not too long. Be a little bit careful here. He doesn't have the squid either. Has to go for a dunk play. Gets popped the slug wave. Pops the penguin as well, and he's already used the hook. Rhapsody can easily go for a potential free kill here, potentially onto Milkhoney. Is able to mantle onto the ice. Battle gun play, but unfortunately can't get any connection. It's spiked at the last second, unfortunately, and Apex do pick up another kill. Hat are outed 6th place. Apex now with 8 kills. GG with 6. KT with 4. MTV with 5. Oh, I think Kazmo has forced away MTV just temporarily, but KT are looking really healthy on armors now. 4 kills, of course, as I just said. Over revival in about 15 seconds. Flakes has the rewind too. Can maybe pull off some magic here. There we go. Dunk follow up. Super duper clean execution. I'm expecting Flakes to do that a couple of times this game, hopefully, but now they're in GG's domain and Apex's. They're running out of space to play in. This is when there's macro plays, making some sort of executive decision about these kind of movements is going to be the deciding factor potentially for these teams. And they have found that safe pocket of space. They've not been completely sandwiched out by any other team. Winning is taking a little bit of damage, but it's going to be healed up by Romance. So it is now pulling down towards the south side, which would hopefully make things a little bit easier. Potentially for KT, they can just be the first person kind of in that new zone and start gatekeeping the kind of edge of the circle if they want to. But Parrot is found dead as well at the same time, but there is a crown not too far away for Rhapsody, which is probably the ideal candidate to take this crown. Nuke drop as well on the right hand side to kind of zone GG's temporarily. Oh, Flakes nearly got it there. And there goes Rhapsody, as I mentioned, with the crown pickup. MTV have heard this and are already circling around. There goes the portal play. They're trying to make sure that Lizardo can't stick this one. Manepo already popped as well. Nice little knock away, forcing them off. Oh, nearly gets killed there. That would have been a potential reset if Rhapsody got the kill. And they're able to hold their ground. I wonder if Apex has a little cook, because that might be an easy way to kind of get this stick if possible, as the spike grenade is used. A nice little battle come as well to force prep away temporarily. But the poke is coming in now from Dowdza, and it's hurting. Holy. Oh my god. Surgical. Oh god, that was super duper surgical spikes there at the last second. Apex are outed, unfortunately, 5th place. MTV and KT. So MTV are forcing down KT. I like the aggression. Yeah, a lot of people are not liking this Saros. If Saros is becoming like super duper meta, it's I can definitely understand the pain. One Saros is already bad enough, but having like so many is just utter pain. Especially if you're a healer comp. Of course, GPA with you being a Zeph, you hate it even more. Oh, nice little spike again. So I'm assuming Dowdza is just farming up, mega kills. There are 8 so far now. Winning has to pop the wings. Gets dunked down there by GG, and that is Boo outed, unfortunately. 4th place. There goes the Summon Napalm on by Crocus. Water's Charm, unfortunately, falling to the ground. Like, not getting too much value there. Zone is pulling down further towards the south. There might be a bit of a safe passage potentially through the south side. But of course, with the portal play that Darza can do, it's very, very easy entrance. They're not going to get gate kept in the corridor. And GG are just playing the ultra slow game, trying to farm up any, last bits of loot when possible. Maybe getting some armor repairs in for Flaxy. Yep.
Storm tightening.
Of course, they're just going to be dancing, idly waiting here in the in Cobra. GG actually have just free passage. But once they get around to the south side is where the trouble is going to start, I reckon. And I think one thing that I saw a lot in NA as well, in the tier 2 scene, a lot of people love two-weighing the hot or Cobra hot away to try and get cheese picks. And I feel like almost EU has forgotten that, because I feel like EU in the tier 1 scene, especially in closed beta, we used to do that too. But I feel like EU does that so little nowadays. I don't know why. I guess because people want to use two-way for different purposes that aren't just like a cheese pick. Like they want to just use it for rotation.
Nuclear launch detected.
So MTV have Night Stalker, it looks like. Oh, nice dash. Abyssal Breaker doesn't get too much value, unfortunately. It's still Kit, or heavily wounded. The Avalanches pop to provide a bit of breathing room, but Crocus, don't think he can even make it. Surprisingly, he does make it with 1 HP. Oh, they're just going to go in for the aggro kill. Oh, that's so illegal that Crocus made it out of that one. What?
An enemy oracle is
Adapter's trying to get some cheese poking if possible, but he's not going to be successful. GG are playing the ultra slow, passive, patiently waiting game, waiting for a team to be kind of mispositioned before they can pounce on them. Circled around all the way. KT are getting pummeled now in every direction by every team. There goes the hook. Dunk down Kazamo on his last legs. Vortex Charm narrowly misses. 1 HP. Dashes down the south side. And if he had Vive Infuser here, he would have actually had maybe enough HP to potentially escape. But I don't think he's got anything left in the chamber now, of course. Being a Wisp, Reeves is looking to get the finish now, potentially. There we go. So it's just KT, just a 2-man band. They don't have enough for a crown either, but Crocus has one very close to him. There he goes with the pickup, and MTV maybe looking to get this one as free pickings, potentially. Spike Grenade is used, and that's provided him a little bit of space to, maybe get... Oh, I'm surprised they didn't want to go for a jump here, but GG actually go for an aggressive third party against MTV. The Spike Grenade is also used.
Closing.
Delta looking to get a mountain of poke onto Flaxy if possible. Trevor now circles round down onto Lupo just for a second, forcing him away now. The zone is now just continuously going south again. Like the 3rd or 4th time it feels like. Nice little spike at the last second. E-flat usage by GG. Provides with a little bit of breathing room. I'm assuming Lupa doesn't have any heals then. They have a bit of money to maybe get some purchases in, but there's no shops or bonfires. Well, there's a shop on the left-hand side should they want to get some. They got Flaxy, of course, for the heals, but armor economy is obviously going to be ever important. Ooh, Crocus actually healing a decent amount there from the ulti. Plus Last Bite, plus Rampager. Trevor trying to get the kill onto Crocus. 1 HP. Finds a potion at the last second. Maybe buys a couple more. Some armor resets. There's armor just above you. Take it, please. Thank you. Four seconds left. So they get the pop. Somehow Breathes is only level 12, but his teammates are 15. They go for an aggressive send Abyssal Breaker onto Greed. Instantly found her dead. And Lupa might be the next victim. It's just Flaxy now last alive as he's getting his full sent on. They fully out them, but now it's Kit's turn to maybe get some potential damage in. Kazamo already found dead. Breeves already found dead amidst the chaos though. I don't know if he had reround a cooldown or not. Down to, finally gets the kill onto Crocus. Mystic last alive now, 4 KT, and gets spiked at the last second. Super nice portal spike there. And MTV take game number 4, ending off with how many kills? 15. Wow. Sheesh. It's going to be taking a quick break for a second. All right, welcome back. Just had to get a bit of a hydration in at the last second. What's up, Kubo, dude? Kubo, did you manage to farm the big boss in Arc Raiders? We got grief so hard. Holy. Yeah. Did you go to the party? I remember Kubo, you were saying you were going to a party, right? Did you do it in the end? I've griefed you. Come on now. What did I do? Hey. Okay. Today they run me out. Okay. Fair one, fair one. And you're still like crazy mode? Bro, it's a Sunday, man. Sheesh. Own drink. Yeah, that's fine. That's acceptable. Smile. Right, lobby should be ready any second. There we go.
I'll make your death special.
Wind's blowing. Time to fly.
Alright, game 5 is going to be normal weather. Alrighty, let's get into it.
Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
Welcome back, everyone. Straight into game 5. Armors on Dawn capped. We're looking at the drop patterns going on. Over half of the teams have dropped. We're seeing 3 teams kind of centrally located on Race Row. At NTV and VivEUcamp respectively. And it's Apex again, of course, going towards Dawn capped. That's actually slowly posturing up towards MTV, trying to steal the Guardian or something along those lines.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
Oh, Milkony gets the hook. There goes the dunk. Big follow-up, and they've already lost one member. MTV have to be quite careful here as Breeds is looking to try and stick the res or something onto Dowser, but this needs to completely jump ship. They've lost 2 people already now. It's nice. 2 little easy kill points for Hat. Really nice, clean ambush play by Milkony. It looks like Katie are taking the CAD books, etc. to get the early level 7. And Boo are having a potential fight against Hat. If they return the favour, it looks like Milkony might be the victim this time instead of the aggressor. And Boo now have free dominion over the perk. Unless the Cat High Skates for a cheeky steal. I know that he's considering it.
Warning, storm closing.
Oh, he got the steal, but he got hooked for it. And he's probably going to be dead here. He tried to pop the fuselage, but it's not going to be enough. And Hat are now just 2 members again. We might see Panorome taking out Ashka. Lucas taking out Salamander as well. Death getting absolutely chased out. Unfortunately, is found dead. Is just triple last alive. Maybe looking to turn around and stick the Wisp. Nope. Just completely jump ship. Oh, is he circling around? He's just going to go Cobra, right? Surely. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Looking at DDK as well. Get to farm up a little bit, or I think they was maybe going for a trim rotate, but decided against it. Just going up towards Prisma now directly. Bro, I think I've seen this. Maybe they can get an ambush onto someone. There comes the back. Who's going to hook first, though? Looks like Zest gets the hook first onto the passive backing. Oh, it's scuffed! Through the ground, unfortunately.
Enemy Oracle online.
Look at they managed to make it out there. They're going to be able to go to Heart to get the res. Like the third nearly got the ambush there at the last second on the train, but it was unfortunate there. Hat also maybe looking to fight KT. They're also level 8s versus level 7s. Hat's only level 6. Milkony has been spotted now. holding their own, it seems, against KT for the moment. Meanwhile, we are looking at Bro slowly encroaching upon GRR in this scenario. Just above them, Apex, of course, has made their way down too. Lupus takes one pick at least.
An enemy Oracle is scanning.
KT and Hats with round 2. Flaxy taking down Boo at the same time. Apex now wandering around to the right hand side, maybe looking for next day resets, which will be available in a couple of seconds. There we go. Oh, but Cat Heist does get hooked though. But he's managed to basically dodge everything. That gets through, and Mystic kind of sends the ult to the top left hand side. I'm not too sure what's going on with that one. If the spike grenade connected there, it would have been crazy, but unfortunately not successful. You're looking at teleportation. And it's the green one. That's a damage soul in about less than 30 seconds now.
Closing.
All teams still alive.
Enemy Oracle
LPN looking
online.
pretty healthy on armors as well. Look at the kill feed for a second. Yeah, it's about like the like highest team is like 2 or 3 kills. Pretty much. Oh, Lizardo nearly gets hooked out at the last second by Kazamo. Dunk unfortunately misses. Spike grenade, just get the connection onto Kazamo. Plus the battle gun potentially as Mystic sends it in quite aggressively. Gets hit by the second wind. There goes the Arkham Railgun. Rhapsody sending in with a very aggressive dash in. Plus the tree prison. Trying to catch people out if possible, but unfortunately doesn't catch anyone.
Enemies have captured a meteor soul.
You're looking at GG as well. DDK getting a little bit of poking whenever possible. Big aggressive dash by Lamamo with Euphoria's the reinforcements. The Feastful's popped by Ashka, hopefully trying to get some value if possible. But Death is found dead very, very quickly. Hopefully Ashka can juke around this one, maybe get a cheese spike, potentially onto someone as Triple tries to last as long as possible. Nice little spike grenade has allowed him to survive a touch longer here as LPN look to seal the deal with a clean Abyssal Breaker by Panorome. Sealing the deal, it is just Ashka now last alive for GRR. Just behind them, we do see KT walking down aggressively. LPN have just lost a member as MTV also walked down on them. That took him just miss, unfortunately. Hatter now looking to walk upwards potentially. We do see that res attempt is likely to be successful by Panorome. MTV slowly walking over alongside Boo as well. Flicking over, looking at the trains real quick. Oh, big hook. Gets the dunk onto Mudconey. Already found dead. Cat Hash trying to return the favor if possible, but it looks like Flaxy's rapidly heating up Greed when possible. Still no armor still on Greed. Gets one nice little reset at the last second. Touch Charm catches at least one. I guess the Feast Loft pop to kind of negate some of the potential damage. Applies a little bit of breathing room for Hat to just get out of town completely. Apex also potentially looking to gatekeep Magnetic Vacuum. We're looking at Resonating Idol as well in about 35 seconds. Everyone's just forming up again now. Both teams left. We're in day 3. It's much, much better than the last couple of games we've seen, where like 2 or 3 teams have just died super early.
Warning. Storm closing.
LPN and just below them to the bottom left hand side, GRR looking to form up when possible. And on the train tracks again, on this kind of mini island, Breves, Looper getting scuffed by the portal at the last second, unfortunately. Breves still might be dead though, so MTV now have to jump ship completely. Perhaps it looks like a Cat Heist was just waiting there as an open CCTV, as DDK are also waiting. We're seeing Reaper now on the Bebo as well. Triple is found dead, unfortunately. Euphoria getting the kill.
Enemy Oracle is scanning.
Magnetic Vacuum is now being fought over. Less than half HP, it's been TP'd over to the left-hand side. Finally fell dead at the last second. Not picked up by anyone yet. Wait, does Flake's not want it either? I guess they both have, maybe he has like his bis items or whatever he wants. So Winning takes it then at the last second. Maybe it's probably the most opportune person to take it at Hudson. Jarek trying to apply a bit of pressure onto Crocus. Just get the spike grenade connect, but not too much more, unfortunately. On the south side as well, seeing a lot of teams potentially dancing around. Flaxy getting a nice little spike at the last second onto one member. Reaper, a second spike onto Zephs. It's just Lagra last alive now. You know, walking heavily in the zone, taking a decent amount of damage. Can hopefully make it out of this one. And gets the Bastion. Should be okay. We are seeing death on the south side, full south. Just scouting, it looks like. There is a crown pickup as well, we do see, for Trepper, 40 seconds left. And potential big engagement second win. We kind of whiffed there at the last second, unfortunately. By Romance, but KT do manage to get out. Apex do have high ground. Crown pickup, 1 minute 15 left. Ashka takes down Lagra, the last member. We knew that he was pretty wounded from the zone as well, of course. Probably had no armors. Delta taking down Crocus at the same time as well.
Meteor Beast
Just a chonka central here for Apex. It's like a bowling alley. Thirty seconds left for Rhapsody, getting a decent amount of poking onto Velati. Red J available as well, potentially for Boo in around 30 seconds. KT ideally want to try and get Crocus back if possible somehow. And meanwhile, Hatter also trying to fight against his own and NMY here potentially. The hook's already missed by Milkoni. Matt the third goes for the distance size. Abyssal Breakers are kind of forced Hat down to the lower ground just for a split second. But I think they're going to be able to make their way out of this one kind of scot-free. Avalanche is also used by Ryoji. You can see that Ryoji really wants to get that root in when possible, but now you know, the position of Milkoni trying to fight for that Guardian, that last bit of XP when possible.
Meteor Beast has landed.
A lot of teams have been split here at the last second. We do see Apex getting that Chronos successfully amidst the chaos, it looks like. And nice little chilling finale. And a nice little stun. Second win is also popped, plus the ulti, summon Napalm onto Flakes. He is found dead. Lucas getting that kill. Wisp is fully dead now. It's just Romance last alive for Boo. Pops the Nader and the Vortex Charm manages to get out of town. There is a res on the north side, but there is a bonfire on top of it too. Might have to stick it in this scenario. I don't think MTV would even want to back, to be honest. Or could they even back? Really hard thing to judge here. As Apex now applying pressure onto Bro. Velati getting absolutely pummeled here. Abyssal Breaker also used. Plus the Nova Orb by Dowda. Nice little wall to block it in the last second. Or maybe even an air blast, I'm not too sure. No, it was a yeah. Cat's also taking down Matt the third as well. That took him also popped by Rhapsody. Getting a bit of extra potential damage onto Breves as Boo slowly walked down now. Matt the third killing Ranter at the same time. It's just Cat Heist last alive. Unfortunately, Hat are out at 11th place
captured a meteor soul
on the south side. Nice little punch and a nice little beckon as well. Provides death to the neck for a bit of breathing room. Trying to strafe as much as possible as well, along with the orb onto Kazuma potentially. Even fighting on the train tracks can potentially get even more value. The Squid unfortunately misses. Kazuma now on the south side with super HP GRR. Wonder if they want to kind of jump back onto this one. I'm not too sure. There goes the back. They've got the reinforcement. Surely he can go in. There goes the nuke drop as well. Surprisingly, they're just letting KT live. It looks like Imorus is also spawning potentially on LPM in around 55 seconds. And who's it last alive? Vulholm trying to survive as long as possible. The wings on top. Gets hit by the second wind, and that's another kill for Apex in this scenario. There's a two-way play. There we go. Oh man, and Vipero got absolutely chunked, unfortunately, by GG. Sorry if I'm talking a bit less, guys. By the way, I just realised my throat is getting so sore from the casting, man. I'm gonna try my best, but You can probably hear it. It's a bit hoarse. They are going to be able to get this res off, even with the crown. They don't even need it. Winning also has his own crown as well. About 1 minute left. Oh no, it's just triple last life for GRR. Chilling in the bush, but there's so many teams around him. Mystic also picks up a crown. Resonating out up for grabs, should anyone want it. And Morris is pulled back towards FLF's domain.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
So winning slowly creeps up. Mystic is also there now. He's now revealed himself. Yeah, Triple managed to survive that chaos. 1.8k only. Mystic with 25 seconds left. Winning has managed to survive with 10. Absolutely holding her own against LPM for the moment. Vortex Storm has forced away Euphoria and Lamamo. Mystic is somehow not being aggressively chased here for some reason. But like some teams are just giving way too much space when it's just the last alive like that, especially on solid ground. KTV managed to successfully get that res off. Oh, unfortunately, Triple gets completely, dunked with the squid. GRR are outed 9th place. After this game, I'll try and make a tea if there's enough time. Kazuma unfortunately found dead. Nice little knock away at the last second by Crocus. Zoda killing winning as well. No one has blast here. So Kazuma gets the stick. And there goes J-Raf with his little cook on the north side. He could just jump ship. Yeah.
Enemy oracle online.
And if Sparta needs to die, it should do it now. Because, yeah, exactly. The cook lasts long enough to get the second stick, so they're going to be fine in this scenario. Oh, big hook. Oh, if one of them had an air blast, that would have definitely been a guaranteed free kill there without any other utilization of skills or relics. But Apex now have potential free pickings. Vortex Tron catches 2, second win. Doesn't get the snipe, unfortunately, and another second win is used at the same time. Another res is coming out. Zodo finds one, but Flakes finds another. And Romance, our last legs, unfortunately found dead. Flakes last alive, trying to chill in the bush or any sort of free space if possible. I wonder if he's going to try and get the cheese pick onto J-Raf. It takes both of the wisps away, unfortunately. Premium grief by Flakes. What a nice person. There's a box res attempt in the zone. Nice punch away at the last second by Mystic. Kazmo does get the hook as well successfully, and the match spelled the end of Flakes unless he's got a squid to get out at the last second. Pops his own slug wave. There's also a portal as well. It's not going to be enough. J-Raf actually getting the kill at the last second. The Abyssal Breaker has also been used, and a dash into the zone. Dashes over the wall at the last second. Can maybe survive this one, surprisingly. Apex getting a massive amount of damage onto LPM. They are super split now. Euphoria already found dead. Shortly after, might be Lamama dashing down to the south side. Dashes down to reunite with Panorome, but is found dead as well. And tries to dash down, fully down. There's a crown that I think both of them are trying to race for, J-Raf and Panorome respectively. But Salamander just get the kill onto J-Raf at the last second. Nice little dunk by Greed as well.
Enemies have captured a soul.
Panorome trying to survive as long as possible. There goes a nice little clean hook, plus a dunk follow-up. Greed with the chain CC onto Kazumo. KT are now just 2 members again. Crown picked up by Panorome, of course. Yeah, Panorome out a bit more than he can chew there. Unfortunately, Trepper getting another kill.
Enemies have captured
Mystic
a
unfortunately
meteor
scupping the ulti. What was it? 8 kills for GG, 2 for KT. Looking to stick to res. Not jumped ship. MTV with 9 kills. Apex with only 4, surprisingly. Not a crazy kill game. And 10 kills for NNY.
The storm's eye is drifting. Move
So
carefully.
it's now putting Greed gets 1 kill onto Crocus straight off the bat. And there we're going to stick it again for like the 5th or 6th time now. Flaxy can't really gatekeep this one. Oof. And Flaxi, I think, got stuck on the pole there when he tried to dash backwards. So if the hook was going to connect, you know, he would have been screwed. NTV now with a massive engage onto NMY. Big 2-man stun plus the Abyssal Breaker onto NTV. But they've just about managed to survive for the second. Breves actually gets griefed at the last second. Trevor has to be there for the reinforcements, so already has to dagger back. They're running out of space rapidly though. Nice little punch by Mystic. Unfortunately, doesn't get like a 2 or 3-man stun. Breves has to heal in the Abyss just temporarily. Trevor already found dead now. NTV, just 2 members. Really battered and bruised. The nuke is also dropped as well. Dowser manages to survive, can hopefully find a pocket of space to just continue healing up if possible. Yep, he's safer now. KT back as a full 3-man. There goes the avalanche drop. Just in the back coming in from Ryoji's teammates if possible. Salander's now there. They get the route into a 2-man, but they can't really capitalize on anything here. Matt the Third is in a little bit of trouble, trying to hold his own against their Rhapsody. He's actually last alive. 2.5k. Goes in for a nice little bit of a play there with the extra momentum. Nice more usage as well. Then B follow up. Pops a wall as well. Tries to survive as long as possible. And with the Chink Nine as well, I think he's done a pretty good job so far. Maybe trying to play for placement. NNY getting absolutely chunked up when they go with their own Abyssal Breaker. This might be an opportune moment to maybe either get some kills or circle around if there is a crown or something along those lines. But I think there are 2 crowns, but they are heavily contested over. And now he's just going to wait in the bush. Chink has avoided all the chaos pretty well. Same as NNY. They've survived such a long time. Victor round to come out as well. GG maybe looking to apply a bit more pressure now onto NMY as Greed finds a little pocket of space through the walls to apply damage onto Ryoji. Massive Vortex Charm catching 2 out, but they can't really capitalize on the damage. Ryoji's not been able to heal basically at all as the Penguin is also dropped in, as well as the Arcane Railguns whenever possible. Nice little spike at the last second. Salamander might be caught out. He is caught out successfully. Ryoji might be the next victim here. Dashes over to the right hand side through KT's domain and actually still survives. Crazy stuff. And there is a crown pickup by Rhapsody at the last second. Avalanche is also used. Abyssal Breaker also used as well at the last second by Matt the Third. Who's going to get the kill? Rhapsody does get the kill credit at the last second, so Apex are back as a full 3. And unfortunately, they lose 1. They're about to lose 2, and it might be 3 very shortly afterwards. But still a nice play nonetheless. There is a nice little hook dunk by Kazumo. Loop unfortunately misses the hook. Ryoji staying in the bush, last alive. Maybe he could do some sort of cheese play with an air blast. Oh, he could maybe get a kill. Oh, already been revealed now. There we go. There goes the air blast. Does get hit by the Vortex Charm, hits a root. Goes down to the south side. Circles around into zone, but it's too much. And there we go. That's KT getting another kill. They're at 8 kills now. Mystic there with the clean reinforcements. That was really nice to see. Unfortunately, doesn't get the connection on the ulti. Up onto the north side. And unfortunately, Mystic is found dead. It's a 2v2 now, but they do get the hook onto the Wisp. But Flax are able to do mega damage with those LMBs. The Wisp is slowly being stuck. Just enough time to get out of town. Kazumo is back in the game. Oh, sorry, Mystic is back in the game. And the long Kazumo survives. You know, he's going to even consider popping a monster. There we go. As Flaxy looks to stick the res. Mystic does get the punch into the zone plus 1 LMB. Just see what they do onto Greed. Flaxy last live. Pops the air blast already. Goes down to the south side. Picks up a crown now. And there goes the Stubway pop by KT. There we go with KT ending the game. Game 5 with 11 kills. Monster game. And I'm quickly going to get a quick drink. Hopefully there's a 2-minute break. If not, hopefully you guys will be into the 6th game and I'll be back just in time. So I'll catch you guys then. I'll try and run the ad now as well so there's no interruptions for game 6. So catch you in a sec.
Select your hunter.
Wind's blowing. Time to fly.
I'll make your death special.
Yo, you're back.
You
Yo,
are
what's
the
up?
drop leader.
I just went to make a drink, and then all of you guys joined, man. What's up, Pappy and Moggy? Holy. Oh, you found the crazy emote, Capachungus Deluxe Maximus. There you go. I'm nearly finished. I'm on my last game, boys. But my voice is falling apart, man. Tropical drink? Wait, what does that mean? Is that something you're eyeing up, Muggy? Is that what you're drinking? Dude, I've never made a tea faster, bro. I swear I could apply for the Guinness World Book of Records, man, with that one. I bet there is someone who's done it in, like, you know, make a tea in like 30 seconds or something.
Abyssal hatchlings are spawning soon.
Alright, so game 6, we're looking at Soul of the Hunt up for grabs. Gridlock with some armors. Drop line kind of on the north side, going through Imatech, Cobra, etc. And Oracle immunity. What was it? Bullet trains as well. Okay, interesting. Green tea. Nah, I'm not taking any caffeine this late, bro. I've just got my... I've got some decaf tea with some a crap ton of honey. Hopefully that's going to be a nice, soothing fucking drink, man. I don't know why, but by like game 4, dude, my voice has gotten so hoarse. It feels.
Enemy Oracle online.
Even my mum rang me today. She's like, "Oh, have you got a cold?" And I'm like, "No." I didn't think it was that bad, but I can feel it now, though. That's the thing.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
So 2 teams. Apex finally getting contested for the armors this time. Relatively even on levels. No one's picked up an armor just yet. Oh, there we go. There goes Vipera with 1. And ideally, these guys need to be grabbing the armors whenever possible. I'm muted, Muggy. What's going on? Oh, nice little vortex shaman to the home. Okay, it's just one of my friends trolling me. It's fine.
Enemies have captured a meteor soul.
Death finds Sparta at the same time. Nice little dunk down onto Lucas. It's still caught out though, even with the punches. Oh, he went like a karate kid Tekken mode there, but it wasn't enough.
An enemy Oracle is scanning.
Triple just find Marionette at the same time. JRF is last alive for FLF.
Warning, storm closing.
He's likely to make it out though. Dude, the only problem as well, when it starts approaching winter, you go downstairs and it's just so freezing, man. I hate it. I should close my door, but then I'm going to be like missing some important moment. Oh, nice little catch up last second. Trevor gets a nice little defensive dagger as well. Big level difference as well as MTB continues to encroach on Hat's space. Reese goes doing a decent size of Bristle Breaker, but the nice little dagger back just kind of cheesed them out of the ulti and getting any value from it. And now the Q-Star's finally popped by Trepper, getting cut heist at the very least, taking down another one. Oh my god, was that like a dash back into the anomaly? That's super unfortunate. It is just Milk Gunny now, last alive for Hat. Wow. And at FLF, unfortunately, we did see that straggler being last alive. I think there's a spike there as well at the last second, no, unless that was the animation. I hate that with the cam. When you flick over, sometimes it scuffs out the animation, but either way. Zola's got the win ring. Should be okay in this scenario. Hat have just looked the res. Apex are just below them. On the outskirts of the bottom left-hand side of the circle, we're looking at Boo making their way in, getting some purchases in whenever possible. We'll be at night as well very, very soon. So many teams on this kind of right side outskirt as well. It's crazy work. And just as I flick over, it looks like there's maybe 2 fights potentially transpiring here. Big boost while pop, massive hook as well, and a clean dunk afterwards. Greed trying to fight against Cat Heist just in a mini 1v1. Cat Heist might be the first victim here very, very shortly. As soon as one LMB hits, as a Flaxy tries to potentially take that Ranta. There goes Looper taking at least one. Ashka taking down Zefs at the same time. Let's have a quick look at DDK and see how they're getting along. They didn't even try and start sticking the hot res. In fact, Reaper actually steals, what's it called? Evens the playing field, which is crazy work. Milkoni maybe looking to go for that res on the north side. No, he goes for this res, that's fine. GG went for the back as well, so I think they maybe saw or heard it, but I don't think they can chase it in time unless they go for the ghosts and then look to the right hand side, which could be a possibility. And we've seen it many, many times before. Hat still don't have the level 7, unfortunately, as well. But they might be able to get it from these ghosts potentially if they kill enough in time. Nice little hook back to try and ensure they can get it. They do get it, but it's still not enough. It's really troublesome.
Enemy Oracle online.
Just going to flick down real quick to see what's going on. Looks like nothing happened there at the end. Hat still having their little dance. At the last second, they do get a catch. Cat Heist is found dead. Followed up by full punching by Greed onto Ranta. Lupa gets a couple more LMBs to seal the deal. And it is just Milkoni last alive again for Hat. They've been in here in this situation a couple of times before. Also at the same time, we're looking at Resilience and Shrapnel Soul spawning in about 35 seconds. So it looks like Boo potentially have first dibs on at least one of them. And maybe some more fights erupting on the heart. Triple has to pop the ulti there to get out. The last second. MTV and GRR chilling in the bushes for the moment. But of course, they got the bonfire, right? So they've already given it away regardless. I kind of love Iron Acres for that. There's so many mind games you can play in this specific biome. But you can typically hold Bon a lot longer in this biome as well. Yo, what's up, Sendora? Yeah, Ashka had to pop the ulti for an extra couple of dashes. And LPN potentially having a little bit of a juggle against NNY. Okay, here goes the orb, but Salamander does get caught out, and does allow potentially Lamamo. Goes in for the ulti, dash down, aggressively trying to chase Salamander to try and get the kill. There goes the air blast as well to try and guarantee it. They do get it, but Ryoji might be able to stick this one. They just stick it back with the ulti. Gets a nice little roots at the last second. Oath is stuck there. Nice little LMB at the last second as Velati tries to go in for a hook just above them, but NNY do make it out, and LPN are probably going to be able to take the bonfire or armor res, should I say. Armor repairs. Get back in the game. So maybe look for a third onto Bro now. Depends on how they want to play this one, as Lucas is slightly under level. Not double relic either, but gets a nice little dunk down at the last second onto Lamamo. But there goes a nice little ice wall. Stopping things in their tracks at the moment. But again, absolutely caught out. Chain CC stunned. Apex is there with the reinforcements instantly with the chilling finale. Rhapsody's going to be able to stick Ripera back up. Nazara's there, constantly forcing away Hat as well. And again, Rhapsody's just going in with the continuous chase now onto Ranta whenever possible. Ranta is found dead. It is just Milkoni and Cat Heist still alive. Not too far from each other. They are going to be able to back on each other at some point. Oh, Vortex Charm gets the nice 2-man. Flaxy, he's been hitting them consistently in this game, man. He's really, really significantly improved that micro at the very least. And Boo have already lost one member amidst the chaos. Flake's already found dead now. Oh, nice little air blast by Romance. Provides ample time now for an escape.
An enemy Oracle is scanning.
Oh, but the squid does connect. Has to pop the second wind. Vortex Charm again provides even more time. Man, the Zephyrs are going crazy. I'm liking it. There goes the squid play. Oh, but mantle at the last second by Romance. Oh my god. Ever resilient Romance. Still surviving. There goes a bit of a magic play with the squid for an extra bit of distance. MTV are outed amidst the chaos. Now I'm going to have a quick flick at Hat and see what's going on there as well. Milk Honey on super low HP. Looks like Vipera is found dead again. But they can hopefully negate that by, you know, at least getting one guarantee kill in return. Milk Honey gets a dunk though. Jumps over the abyss with a kind of a clean, almost predictable play that you'd expect to see from a KP. Unfortunately, dies to the Arcane Railgun. So it is a res at the last second. Was it a train res? I think it was a train res, wasn't it? Yeah. They already lost. He didn't get the res in time. Super low HP now. So the box res at least one, and they're going to probably be back box resing the second one in no time as well. I'm just looking at Hat. I don't know what sort of res they're looking for now. They're going to try and circle down. There's a nice Sky Shock pick up there at the last second. Oh, okay, Muggy, I see. I got you. We're looking at Dragon Breath rounds in about 55 seconds. A wide circle round to the Broken Rest potentially, or the Crown. But NNY, you know, it's in their territory, so it's going to be a potentially hard fight to go for, especially when you hear that loud Sky Shock rumbling over. So it's going to be Broken Rest then. So I'm wondering if LPM want to walk down to the south side and maybe kind of push that person off. But maybe they don't hear it. Ranta has to bide time perfectly for this jump in. On the south side, looks like Death might be potentially getting caught out here with some late mob farming. Pops a Sinner's Embrace. That buys just enough time potentially, but a nice little clean snipe by Salamander might just level the playing field or turn it actually completely in NNY's favour. Winning Last Life of Boo at the same time. Picked up a crown, 20 seconds left. Apex are going to be able to probably pick up a Magnetic Vacuum for free. I wish they would not name it Magnetic Vacuum. It used to be called Wisp Vacuum.
Meteor beasts have landed.
I think it even had a couple of other names amidst the game's lifespan, but this one is the most hard. It's the most difficult on your tongue out of all of them, I must say. It's so syllable intensive, man. Why is it like that? At the same time, KT have first dibs on Dragon Breath rounds. There are, you know, it is Hats slowly walking up through the engine. Of course, we do see Ghost as well with, of course, the Arcane Railgun and some Napalm for the potential steal. It's about half HP now. Milk Honey maybe looking to get the hook in. Who also outed Knight's Place as well. We did see winning, I guess. Probably wasn't it either got the crown off and just died instantly afterwards, or, you know, died before he even got the crown. And there goes the Napalm. A little bit premature. So that's definitely going to be KT with the free pick up there. We do see Triple as well. I think he had a crown, but someone had it, but no longer has it anymore. Nice little squid play, but gets dunked at the last second, or spiked at last second, should I say? Oh, Lupo! I saw the idea with that preemptive hook. He is predicting the movement, but just kind of overshot it a touch. At the same time, we do see a bit more chaos as well on the top left-hand side. Map the third. Last alive now for NNY. And there's basically nowhere he can go in this scenario, it feels like, anymore. Actually manages to dupe them. Crazy work, because Lamama is dashing back and forth into KT's domain. Dashes down to the side at the last second for an extra bit of survivability, but the Arcane Railgun, plus the vulnerable state, allowed them to, you know, be fully dead. Panorama now in a bit of a pickle here. Euphoria is still alive there somewhere in the distance, so they do have a second chance at life here. You still have his pop, but a Cat Heist unfortunately gets spiked, and Crocus is taking out Hat. 6th place. Big punch combo in by a Mystic, but unfortunately, well, actually, just get the kill credit for Panorama. And we do see Euphoria on the south side. 1.6k, unfortunately. There is a crown on the top right side, and that's about it. Or you can wait for the next train, which I think is what's going to happen very, very shortly. Hopefully, you can jump on it at the last second, but unfortunately, missed that train. We've all been there. KT seem to have warmed up significantly since those first couple of games. They're really great to see. Apex now looking to take over Naldheart. Castleman maybe looking for a sneaky steal though. Hopefully he can do it. There we go. Gets the dash back onto solid ground. But Lizardo does have Wisp Vacuum, and it is up for grabs. I'm wondering if Kazuma is going to get the pickup at the last second. Yep, there we go. So KT can kind of force the Storm Shift in a specific direction should they want it to. So Apex, okay, now they know where DDK are. He's trying to get that Pokemon as possible as the Abyss Breaker's also used. Nice little dash from the left-hand side. But GG are walking behind Apex. They're going to be really, really careful about the space they kind of play in now because they are getting sandwiched. And Rhapsody nearly gets hooked, but the max range allows a bit of survival. Zephs nearly gets kidnapped by the portal as well. And now Apex are now fighting HGG. Vortex Tron with the 2-man, followed by the second win. Bro, Flaxy's hitting them, man. He's hitting them. And a lot of utility was used there by Apex to ensure their survival, but how long can they keep doing this? Another Vortex Tron gets a mega connection again by Flaxy. There gets to summon Napalm. Apex is temporarily separated at the last second. Apex have managed to make it out, but I'm wondering if DDK want to allow this to happen continuously, as they've already lost Lagra to KT, getting a nice little sneaky pick. Crocus with the Dragon Breath rounds, of course, as well. Oh, monstrous hook. Dunk down. Oh, and cancelled it with the dunk into the lava. And Greed has now lost a significant amount of HP. Unfortunately, already used the squid as well with no value. Okay, Rogan connects by Crocus. DDK back as a 4-3-man. Apex are in a bit of trouble now. Vipera has to jump ship completely. Rhapsody is likely to be there very, very shortly. I'm surprised if Rhapsody makes it out of this one. Even takes the pad as well. Is found dead. Vipera has 200 gold as well. Playing in the Abyss, takes the second win for an extra bit of space. There is a crown on the right hand side, but that's about it. There is also a crown next to the pink Bon. But just playing over edge of circle is probably maybe the best call, potentially, in this scenario. Hopefully, DDK didn't hear the heal, or it's probably over for APK, for APX. Oh, once my camera fixes itself, there we go. Flaxy does die to the world amidst the chaos. I'm assuming that's a train death. As Greed is also 1 HP. Lupin on last life for GG as KT looks to continue applying the pressure. Hopefully he's got the squid or something to finish the deal. Maybe Zephs gets an LMB? Nope, never mind. Unfortunately, they are outed. So that's GG out at 5th place. Just 4 teams left now. Vipera's managed to survive forever. Dashing down the south side. There's a box on the left-hand side, but Panorama, I think, has heard the audio cue now. Lamamo. And it might be over for APX. Oh! Hopefully he's got Air Blast. He might even need to Air Blast just to ensure his survivability here. Or go for the train. Oh, no, he missed it! Oh, it's over. It's cooked. Meanwhile, just above that, DDK, Abyssal Breaker's also used Deaths on Super 1 HP, getting absolutely dunked by Vipera. Tries to have 80 strength between all members, pops a second win, but unfortunately gets spiked by Crocus. So that's Apex outed, 4th place. Lagra now lost life for DDK at the same time. As Lamama sends it with an aggressive dash forward. Then he's exchanged. Probably did too much more, and LPN get a couple more kills there, so LPN are now at 6 kills. They have the zone kind of favouring them as well. KT? Oh, that was close, Kazumo. They have 12 kills as well between these last 2 teams. Kazumo just looking for the hook. Pops the MP nade. Panorama goes for an aggressive dash in. Pops the Abyssal Breaker. Super duper clean, actually, all things considered. I actually really like Panorama's improvement, especially on the Oath. To me, it's like, you know, in terms of most improved players, at least from this Scrim block, to me, it's Panorama and Flaxy for sure. Flaxy wasn't even bad in the first place. That was Panorama. It's just, they're just hitting the shots, man. Hitting the blocks, hitting the Abyssal Breakers. They're really getting good value. High potential play as well. They've got a couple of options KT do. But LPN are going to be out of zone soon, so they need to make some sort of definitive decision. Panorama's made his way across. Gets punched away into the wall by Mystic. Takes in so much damage. There goes the 360 by Kazumo. A couple of LMBs onto Lamamo. Already found dead. Mystic with the ulti. Clean punch in. A couple of LMBs. Euphoria is now found dead. Panorama now last alive. Gets the res onto Lamamo. Lamamo 1 HP. Already found dead again. It's Panorama last alive now. Gets a nice little heal at the last second. But I don't think it's going to be too much more that they can do here. And there we go. That is game 6. Won by KT. 16 kills. And yeah, KT, they just came back with a vengeance in those last couple of games. Great stuff. All right, I'm going to try and get my voice to rest as soon as possible. So thanks everyone for watching. I love you guys. Have an amazing, upcoming week. And I'll catch you on the next one. There should be another Saturday Night Supervive, of course, on Saturday. So make sure you're checking in for that. And in not too long, I think it's in like 2 weeks, we'll have the finals for VivEUcamp. So make sure you're checking in for that one. Cheers, Rax, as well, dude. Peace out. Have a good one.